Hello everyone, and welcome to Vesever's Storytime. How are you all today? Yes, everything looks good. Okay, good. Huzzah. Except the game. The game says, no, you can't do that. There you go, you get that from me instead of the official thing. Ooh, exciting. Anyways, I'm feeling exhausted and I don't know how long my throat's going to last tonight. So what we're going to do is we are going to go straight into the game. We're just going to go for it. Because, you know, I want to be able to at least finish this trial. That's my hopes. Gotta stop this trial, that's fine. No, it's not, Cheese. We gotta finish this. I want to be on to chapter 5. Man, I'm blushed. I got no motivation at all. And Monophanie's period is late too. Oh god. What a thing to start the stream off with. Alright. Father, why do you know Monophanie's cycle? Never mind that. Perhaps this lack of motivation is due to a lack of hibernation. Lack of hibernation? Yeah. I have been sleeping well lately, so I haven't really been able to hibernate. That's awful. What could be causing it? Is it because you have a lot on your mind? Is it because the graveyard shift pays a better hourly wage?
Really?
Is it because you don't want them to think you're just goofing around? Is it because you want to stay friends? Is it because you want to watch it in real time? Father? He's gone into hibernation. We should let him be. Yeah, you're right. Night-night. Huh? How are you all doing today? Hopefully you had a restful, wonderful weekend, everyone. And the start of your work week wasn't too bad. Hey, see, Luke, we just started. You're on perfect timing.
I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't. My head hurts so much. I just can't remember.
Have you forgotten? Maybe that's for the best. From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves. After all, our baby is excited to meet his daddy, you know?
Whoa. What, baby? So yeah, same trials last time. So we have Mew, who's dead, and we're trying to figure out who killed her.
Daddy? Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
What a colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
We understand Mew plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
Maybe I'll double it up. Maybe a wait. There we go. Yes, no, Wednesday was the last one that we did because I was off to a family birthday party on the Saturday and we didn't do any makeup streams. Paid once, got 4 times.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Mew's actions. So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
All those two.
You manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kaido finally snaps and kills Kokichi.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Mew's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
She had that set up pretty well. You know, if it would have gone off without a hitch. But... Whoops, my hand slipped.
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion.
She did it in front of everyone.
Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop.
You know, that was hard-headed, but he believes in everyone but Kokichi. He hates Kokichi.
After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop. Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Mew.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was.
Actually, I could see that being happening. Okay, theory time. Do. Mainly because Kaito's... I assume he's dying already, considering he's coughing up blood and everything. So if that's the case, with Kokichi being utterly batshit insane now, it seems, and trying hard to get everybody killed and or make the killing games interesting, maybe Kaito's like, you know what? I'll kill him and take the fall because I believe in the rest of you. No more killings after this. Let this be the last one. And then he doesn't try to hide that he killed it as much because he doesn't want them to lose. Just a cold, yeah. It's all good.
Roof, right? Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that when culprit killed her.
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof?
Perhaps. I don't think Mew did it. If Mew did lock it, she would have done it when she called Kokichi to the roof. Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead.
Oh, she planned this far? Yeah, she planned that.
She was smart, but she was also really, really dumb.
No say such mean things! Killing game bad, not Mew. Mew not bad person. Going to think we could have been friends, if things different.
Until you think everyone could have been friends.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
That wouldn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
I think Gonta's the only one who'd be trying to be friends with everyone.
Huh?
Anyway, let's continue the discussion. If Mew was killed on the roof of the mansion, the culprit must have moved Mew's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
I guess if they threw her body through the loop, and if they had enough strength, because it's an object, so it could still go through the loop, the other people couldn't. And thus my question on Discord, Duke, is I know everybody's strength is normalized, but to what strength are they normalized? Is everybody superhuman strength, like Superman? Or is everybody, like, just normal human strength? Because if everybody's going to strength, then that opens up a lot of stuff for what could be happened with the bodies and so on. Like, anybody could throw a dead body really far, as opposed to just no one. That's right. You throw that dead body all around. Paper bag strength, exactly.
The mansion and chapel were actually next to each other. But the problem is the wall between them.
Yeah, if they're all normal strength, then throwing a body hard enough to make the BAM against the side of the chapel wall really tough. can't really think of anything that would make that hard of a slam. Like, they would have had to really toss it, because there's a good deal of distance, if you look here, between the thin line, well, not the thin line, but yeah, the loading zone and then the other one.
Only Mew was able to go through that wall. The culprit wouldn't have been able to.
Do we know any of the setup for the trial? No clue, other than the trial result. Ooh.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Mew's avatar through that wall?
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
Normal strength relative to the size of an ant. Additional infinitesimally small wall bait. You've got a good point there. Like an ant, perhaps they could. I mean, look, we've all seen RPG characters, right? Or heck, even Chris Redfield in Resident Evil punching boulders. He's got human strength, right? Oof, destroying those boulders. RPG guys lifting up giant rocks, tossing them to the side. Sometimes you need a power glove. Other times, they don't care.
I mean,
boulder.
it's not like they could have thrown her.
Don't not throw her!
We know. You couldn't because the Avatar's physical strength was equalized.
Physical strength equalized? That problem. Gonta no can protect everyone if that happens.
It already has happened.
Please keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
So I'm watching the strongman competitions, lifting 8. Oh god, yeah. She's what's that called again? The hero stones? Is it hero stones? No, there's something else. But yeah, it's progressively larger and larger stones where they gotta go lift up and then put it on top of something. Oh man. Oh shoot, it's bothering me. It's not hero stone. Crap. Can't recall. Against that. But in games anime, these people lift boulders. Exactly, they don't care. They're like, easy.
How did they send Mew's avatar to the other side of the wall?
You know, if Chris has that little bit of an immunity to the undead virus, where he doesn't go undead, but he gains that undead strength, you might have something going on there. It could work.
That thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound you heard.
There we go. I actually think I have fun trying to do the nee-hee-hee at the same time. He drinks the go juice. Slurp. What was that sound? Okay, it wasn't that loud.
You guys went to the side of the chapel, right, Keyboy?
So it could be the sound of her body slamming against the side.
That's when you found the dead Mew there, right?
Yo, what's up? True Impact, yo! No, okay, that felt terrible doing that. That felt terrible. I'm never doing that again. How are you doing today? And Guitar Bot, welcome. It's been a little while. Are you all caught up on the VODs? I know you like watching those to make sure that you're up to date.
If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel.
You're not, but screw it. How whereabouts are you? I could give you a very quick rundown. Like, I mean, you've already seen that it is Mew. So you are pretty much just the beginning of the trial, right? All we figured out was that Mew could wrap around the world, like most RPGs and stuff. When you go off one side of the screen, you can come in on the other. So that's kind of what we've got there. Everybody's strength is normalized, and she was strangled with toilet paper. Because in this world, objects cannot break. So having a nice roll of toilet paper, you can strangle somebody because they can't break it. Seems like a very big design oversight on toilet paper. Yeah, but then again, there was also a point in there specifically stating that people did not have to go to the bathroom in this RPG world. They were very thorough. You're been super lazy today. Absolutely nothing on your day off. Oh, I'm jealous. I had to do a meeting. I was in charge of doing a presentation for training people on how to do some things. So I got to do that. And then in the middle of my meeting, wait, no, just as it finished, I had a shipment arrive for my kids' bunk beds. So we got them a bunk bed through IKEA. It arrived because we don't have a vehicle large enough for this darn stuff. So we had to pay for delivery. That was expensive. But yep, got it all upstairs. So that will be this weekend's plans. Oof. Yes, there's no doubt in my mind that the noise is related to this case. And I'm sorry, I didn't see your ping earlier, True Impact. But honestly, I don't think I would have been able to play games with you at this point anyways, because I had the kids still up. And I was going straight to the stream afterwards. But we'll get those games in soon. Get them in sometime. Doesn't really pin it on anyone. Kokichi Prime suspect. Kokichi's definitely got something. Like, he knows everything already. There's something to do with him. That's what you're dreading right now? Won't boost your car or switch out the battery till it's warmer on Sunday, where they'll misdeliver. Ah, dang. So, wait, does that mean that you're waiting? Because I know you were saying that your car didn't start. Did you order a battery and that's what you're waiting for? It might be the clue we need to solve this case. 35 hours colder for the week. Which is strange. I have my car in the garage. I haven't started it for like a few days. It's not plugged in. I started it the other day, no problem. Just command start. Just I let it warm up, of course, but it started. I was really surprised about that because my car has one of those easy starts. I don't know. It starts really quick because it has an auto shut off. No garage, yeah, that would do it too. The garage does do a big difference when blocking the wind chill from like destroying your battery. Ugh. So what were those two things? It could be sound we heard like two objects colliding. That'd be Mew hitting on that wall.
That's it.
So a foot in one day. Ooh, luckily.
I think the sound came from Mew's avatar hitting the chapel wall.
Guitar. Not guitar. Oh my goodness. Real Honey Bear. Thank you very much for that lurk. You know, one of these days I'm going to have to like get some lessons from you on League. Get me back into it. You know, she was looking for a partner. There's a few other people that are looking at doing League as well. And the only reason I stopped playing League was because I didn't have people to play with anymore. And I hated the solo. Because there's a very good chance that there'd be someone toxic or multiple toxic people on your team when you're by yourself. At least when you duo or do a whole team, that toxicity level drops. There's that, you know, there's at least that one other person that's not going to be toxic. You know, it's great. And that I enjoyed lurking in your streams because, you know, you're having yourself a fun time. You're not sitting there raging at the bad things. You're willing to laugh at your mistakes. So it's all good. And Duke's here. Beautiful. We've got the whole gang. Welcome, everyone. Here's some celebratory nihihis. There you go. I think the exact same things. Awesome. Yeah.
The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise.
Yeah, it's gotta be her dead cold corpse. Celebrate by making... No. It was cheap before. And that war that Bait Sauce and Zookeeper had. It was the war of the Nihihis. I'll never forget. The casualties of that great war were huge. Many generations were lost as the Nihihis battled from side to side. First, Bait Sauce would fire a Nihihi. Zookeeper Chris would respond in kind, and then it would be going back and forth several times, just nihi, and there was no clear victor for a very long time. 40 Nihihis later, they were still going at it. Ammunition stockpiles were growing instead of diminishing. It was crazy. Nobody knew. We thought you all were worried about cold wars and stockpilings of ammunition. Well, it had finally broken out. And it was an untold devastation. We're very lucky that the stream survived. And now they're back to an uneasy truce. Everybody's eyeing each other. Alright. Who's got the largest stockpile of story points? Who's going to be the next one to unleash their arsenal of nihihis? We'll see. We'll see. 12.6k. Let's see. Oh, dude, you got silver. Nice. The highest I've ever gotten is gold 3, I think. That was a while ago. I haven't played for a bit. Silence only broke by one low nihihi, and then followed by never-ending nihihi. You're saving up for 40 now. No. All right. So what you're all saying is I need to raise this up to 10,000. Gotcha. I understand.
Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Mew colliding with a wall.
If
To
that's the
50. Oh
case,
goodness.
Mew's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard.
You see, what I'll do is I'll announce, oh, Nihihi's now 50 points. Everybody will start spamming that, and then I'll just end stream. I'm like, oh no, guys. My stream, it has died. Oh no. I guess we will pick up another day. Meanwhile, going... Can I bait out the conflict early before everyone? Yeah. The other option is trying to find a better idea for people to actually use those points on. As beautiful as the is, perhaps we could find a greater reward for more points.
We felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
Yeah, that's the real question. Mew's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force.
And that's the part that's really confusing me about this trial.
But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Yes, that's the tough thing.
Hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking?
I know, it's like he knows. He's
Why
not
are you
saying.
talking like you know everything?
Let's not worry about that right now.
I still on having the Nagito hour? Or would that just depress everyone? Just figure out, what is this, Dora? Nope, sorry. My mind immediately jumped to Blue's Clues. Not Dora.
More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Friends? Us?
Anyway, can we talk about that after we figure this problem out?
A way of transporting Mew's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Mew's Clues, Mew's Clues. Mew, have you found a clue? With your dead body? Right there, a clue, a clue! Mew's body slammed against the chapel door. Not door, but wall. Too soon. I'm sorry. Getting Mew's avatar to crash into the chapel from the mansion's roof. There's only one way I can think of how to do that. No hangmans, please.
As your
Please, no.
partner, I'll give you a little hint.
No, please, please, please.
You'll what?
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up.
Rolled her body?
Past
What?
the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope. And the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof. If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
Kokichi is talking as if he's got the whole thing figured out already. But I can't let him distract me. I need to solve the case. How to make Mew hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion. I'm going to find the answer. You there, Rochi. No! 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 Ah! Son of a... Roll her down. Yeah, that's probably it. I'm going to go with what you said. Where's the R? We'll have to wait for the next bling. Excuse me. There's no R's. Like, it can't be a slide because there's no S. I mean, like S-L-I-D. There's only 4 letters. Oh, slid off roof. Yeah. Good call, thank you. A Monokuma, I got you. Come on, bigger. I didn't see any F's. Mine was better. You know, roll her down makes more sense. But slide off roof technically. Well, I can't see her sliding off the roof.
Use the sloped roof as a slide for Mew's avatar.
To get that much force? I disagree. Because have you ever tried to slide a body? Heck, have you ever tried to slide down a hill by yourself? With like, you go jump down. Thank you very much, Duke. As a kid or a young teenager or whatever, I don't remember. It's been too long. I've had crazy carpets, big, long hills. I would try to go on my crazy carpet. I will slide off, and yeah, sure, I'll roll a little bit, and then I will slide on my face, like all little ways, and then that's it. Hey, Duke, what's up? What's up, Duke? Rochi, you slid off a roof. How far did you go, Rochi? How far did you go?
Slide? Aw, man. Even with the slope and the snow, Mew's body wouldn't have slid.
Yeah.
Wrong. It would slide.
Something to help the body slide the body. Oh! 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 Duke, yes! 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 I understand now. Talking about that crazy carpet, and then you saying that, I understand now.
But the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise.
Slid from the top and fell off the side, caught the ladder, and didn't. Oh, nice catch.
So I doubt that it would have had
Oh my
that
gosh, got
much
something in my
momentum.
eye.
No. It would slide.
I almost want that for a sound effect. No. The way he said that was. Oh my gosh. One moment.
It would slide, just like Shumai said.
Is it stressing you out? Oh no.
Who the hell is Shumai?
Oh, he's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby slipped in.
Ramen Man? I'm positive that's how Mew's avatar was moved, but maybe the culprit used something else as well to help her body slide. The wood mat. Cheeseburger. Lattice near chapel.
Her avatar slid off the roof. Would it slide off that quickly?
Well, duh, it would.
It didn't make that much noise. It must have built up a lot of speed.
Lots of snow piled up on roof,
Yep.
but not frozen solid, right?
No.
You'd still slide, though.
In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
That's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing like that.
Oh no! Wait, what? I must have missed. I had to have missed because that seemed perfect
Even
right
if her
there.
avatar
The
slid off
lattice.
roof, would it slide off that quickly?
Back, welcome back. To do, oh man, guitar. I'd love to do dim sum. Jeez, I haven't done one since high school.
There was nothing like that around them.
V. Oh, coming down. Oh, not too shabby. You know, I had breakfast with Lance of the North when he came down.
To help slide Mew's body.
And so, you know, just let me know. I'm sure I could... Give me enough advance notice, I should say. Because unfortunately for me, with the way of working evenings, my times of being actually able to leave the house are very tough. You can ask Mach Omega. I got out of the house maybe 2-3 times within the last year. Yeah, year. Ugh. Rough. Unless I drag my kids with me. But yeah.
The culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof. I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked. But during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
So that's what was missing. I too couldn't place my finger on it. I knew something was missing, but I wasn't sure what.
Next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof? Then that's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct!
He's too knowledgeable about this
After
case.
the culprit killed Mew on the rooftop, they placed her corpse on a sled and slid her down the roof's steep slope.
The sled picked up speed, flew off the roof, glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel.
So V, how many bits do you need to support you in a League game? Well, just so you know, Duke, I actually did play ADC for a good while. That was one of my mains for a bit. I think it goes mid was my best. Then I kind of did jungle back in the day before they changed it, so I don't know about jungle anymore. Top was always my weak spot. Then support, because nobody ever wanted to play support in my group. So I got stuck at support for a good while. And then I've been trying to do ADC for the last little while. So, you know, if you're talking about actually playing as support versus supporting, well, then that fits together like a hand in a glove. So weird. Leona main here. Oh, I love Leona. Am I hearing a community league day? Eh? I can't get into TFT.
The impact made all of her belongings scattered, including the hammer and cell phone.
I've tried playing TFT and it's just the randomness it gets me too aggravated. Or trying to get specific builds and other people getting those first, and I'm unable to do that build, and being random what cards I'm getting, and it's just no. I prefer the normal regular game.
Just like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes into stuff.
I wonder who that is. Is that Tails? No, that doesn't sound right. Knuckles? No, he's in a Chinda. Sally? No, that's thinking of the show now. Shockwave the squirrel? I know there's so many. How about Dr. Robotnik? I think that sounds right.
I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog!
Mario! Yes, Mario, that's his name. Beautiful. Bam! Nailed it.
Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful.
It's Tails. That gives me image ideas for Tails. Bait. Oof. But guitar, why did you vow never to play again? I mean, if it's with all of us, we'd be all so happy together, right? We'd only troll you a little bit. Just a little. You don't know what TFT is? Team fight tactics. Yeah, it's like that big auto chess craze that's going on right now between auto chess, Dota Underlords, I think is the other one. Yeah, you're really competitive and nasty. Oh, okay, that makes sense then. I used to be that way as well. I would have to mute my mic very often when I was playing with people because I would just start cussing them out. And it's just like, why would you do this? It's just, yeah. Bay hates RNG as well, so I play as if you'll get the worst pulls, and yet he does so well.
That'd be an example to our new family.
But Bay, here's the difference between you and I. I played Orcs in Warhammer 40,000, so this way, when I run into a combat, I roll 56 plus dice at once. Beating 4s or higher. I'm lucky if I get a quarter of that, which statistically should be 50%, right? But anyways, I every time, no matter what. That's why I started playing Horde armies over everything else. Just my luck in RNG games is ridiculously bad all the time. It's and that's why I hate them so much. Vesever, the pro sailor mouth. That's right. It's like, true impact, why did and then you went and why don't you just okay? Jeez. No. But that was back in the day. I've actually mellowed out a lot since then. So that's very pleasant. Especially with streaming, I've had to make sure that I've challenged myself to try to remain more towards the PG-ish side if I can, depending on the game. Like this one, it makes me say PG-13 stuff instead, but yes.
Yeah, Father. Or should I start calling you grandfather now?
I can move this during these? Oh my gosh, I've went through this entire game not realizing I can move the camera during these little wow, voice things. How long have I been able to? Oh my god. 2-1-3 hold board when people have tier 3s. Yeah, I understand that one. Don't want to deal with berserkers. Oh, not bad. I hate RNG, but you play JRPGs with your... Well, Final Fantasy though, you know what you're doing. The RNG's more towards critical hits and or if you're blinded, misses, and so on. I'm okay with that. But with things like card games and so on, where you need to draw certain cards in order to, you know, do well, whether you otherwise you get like energy swamped or creature swamped, nothing. It's Slender V touch you all your nights. Shh, shh. Gordon Ramsay. He is. Oh man, we got. Trump's in trouble. No, stop. How well did I bleep myself out? I gotta see. True impact, why did... And then you went and... Why don't you just... Okay? Jeez. That actually did work out pretty well. I'm happy with that. Thank you very much for that clip. Grinding and RNG, two things you hate? It depends on the grinding. Like Monster Hunter World... I don't mind grinding some of the less grindy stuff, but when you're trying to grind, like, say, the attack gems and what have you, that have a stupid low drop rate, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done at that point. But some of the other things, it's not too bad when you only have to kill a monster a few times, maybe 10 word times the most. And then that's it. XCOM. 95% hit right miss.
We're just one step away from the culprit.
Swear to God, XCOM, their 95% chance to hit is actually 25. God. Never has a game made me so angry. I have never actually finished the first XCOM because it pissed me off too much from that. Every time, 95% miss. 3 times in a row. Miss, miss, miss at 95. I think that's the one game that I've rage uninstalled. 30 hours of looting Final Fantasy 12 in 3 days to get one weapon? Ooh. Majestic horns, oh man.
Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
The culprit?
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess the culprit, huh?
So far, we still have no clue who the culprit could be.
But Gonta can't believe one of us killed Mew.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects. Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating the mansion.
People keep reloading, trying to get their chance up, but once it's a miss in that 5% range, there's actually an option that you can put in. I think it's in your options for XCOM. Randomized seed. Because yes, normally without that option, once that turn starts, everything that happens will happen no matter how many times you save. Or sorry, load. But if you have randomized seed on, or I might be thinking of a different game. I'm not 100%, it's been so long. If you had that on, you could just reload, but I hate save scumming. As you've all seen with my playthroughs here, consequences matter. I like playing that way, because this way if you screw up, you have to pay the price. Am I seed like a fertility clinic? Oh.
Aside from you, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
Shuichi seems to know a lot. He knows some. It's true. But what
So
does he
that
know?
means the suspects are Kaito, Samugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
That's real sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Oh, you got me.
You got me, you. Oh. You save scum a lot. It depends on the game and the difficulty. I will admit, the Outer Worlds, I was playing on the hardest difficulty because I loved the fact that you had to eat. Companions were in permadeath. And that was the main 2 points for me. Things I didn't like was that there was no saves wherever. I did not like that. That was actually the main thing. Because if you screw up, you're screwed. And then, but I ended up getting so pissed off because the AI in that is ridiculous for your companions. You had to keep telling them, okay, I'm going to fight the guy right here. You go 5 miles that way and wait there for me, please. But you had to keep them with you so this way you could get the dialogue options and hear them talk about things. You couldn't just say, stay in the ship. The fact that you have to eat. I heard that phase was about getting 2008. Yeah, all about eating. We don't know enough to name the culprit yet, but one of them is suspicious. When we were talking about the rooftop, they clearly lied. But what reason would they have to lie? I'll need to press them for information before making any judgments. Wait, what? No! Once again, I went to go press the button to see the question. Hey, everyone! I know who the culprit is. Okay. It was me. It was me all along. I'm sorry. I'm totally sorry for leading you all on like this, but it was me. I'll take credit for this one. It was a pretty badass killing. Always found that mechanic kind of dumb. Want to play a game where you had to eat food, you go outside? Of the 2 people on the rooftop, who's alive? That is true. I never went up there.
Damn it!
It's staring at me. Who is the liar? I mean, Kokichi is really the only one. Tsumugi was with me. Kokichi's talking about a lot of smack. We're going to do it. I don't believe him.
It's you.
Kokichi,
He knows
something I
everything.
need to know.
What do you need to know?
Technically, Kokichi is the liar.
Why did you lie just now?
I mean, Luke, I understand sometimes having to worry about, eating and drinking is a right pain in the butt. I agree. But if they do it just right, I don't mind. Like if you don't have to sit and eat every 5 to 10 minutes, because then that's just too much. And then you start to worry. It's like, oh, I've got to worry about this so much for my making sure I live. When it's humans, I mean, we can last a long time without eating, right? So why not allow that in the games? Yes, you need to eat, but perhaps, you know, not needed every 10, 15 minutes. Maybe, you know, every hour or so, sure. You know, but yeah.
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog my memory.
So which one?
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now.
Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting. But he did, otherwise how would he know all that? It all began when Mew showed us the map. Oh dude, don't worry, I always doubt him. I don't trust him one bit. That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
It was that testimony that bothered me.
Mine. Let's find some tasty goodness. Yeah. What's this? Showed us? What? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. I have to tap all these. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Okay, what's the other one? Oh! That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof. Or... oh god, this one's upside down? Why you do this to me, Danganronpa? Why? You monkey. Oh my goodness. Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for the meeting. I think that's the part where he lied. He went to the roof. That's how he has so much knowledge about the roof. If he never went to the roof, how would he know that the roof slopes that way?
The door to the roof was locked. You said.
Oh, so I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting.
But later, you said.
How would you know it's locked? Yeah. Because the mansion was on the top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, yeah, he would have never been able to know about the brick handrail. The roof was a pretty steep slope, and the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof. You knew too much.
That's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Oh yeah! Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
It's a lie!
I didn't. I already told you that before.
Why you look so nervous?
Is this a sincere reaction?
But there's no evidence that proves I went to the roof. Wait, I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
No,
At the
you.
start of the class
The
trial,
game is dead.
I
You've
remember
lost
you
all
said
your
the handrail
waifus.
was made of bricks.
First, they took Junko from you. Then, they took Mahiru. When you thought you could never love again, along came Mew, and you thought, okay, maybe this time will be different. Unfortunately, Danganronpa is just not kind for you, Guitar. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ooh, you so clumsy, girl.
Again, Blue only when she's nuts, yes.
Is it my fault?
Himiko really say that?
She totally said that.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She did not.
She did too.
Then when? Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
What a worthless fight!
Stop him, Grandpa! All this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
Yeah, grandfather. Stop them before your grandkid is born.
I'm not gonna apologize, cause Himiko said it.
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
We don't have time for this. Well, Kokichi is stubborn. He won't fess up no matter what. If he's being this stubborn, it makes me think he has something to hide. For him to show his hand, I have to prove he was on the roof. Might not like it, but I have to be aggressive. Oh, is he lying? If we don't get the whole truth now, everyone's lives are in danger. It's all about Celeste, it's true. Oh, good lord.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your luck.
Where's Kokichi in the salon? I don't know witnesses who can confirm whether or not it was actually in.
Nice, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Kokichi do.
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Liars
Nobody
burn
can-
in hell, you know.
I think that's the one.
You're lying! I'll set your pants on fire!
That's fine because I'm not lying.
Then why do you look so nervous?
Yes, that second one then. Kokichi's lying for sure. If he keeps throwing lies at me, I'll have to fight fire with fire.
I didn't go to the
Oop.
Lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So I have to lie, saying that he was. Somebody saw that he wasn't there.
And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Liars burn in hell, you know.
I don't know if I missed. Or
I've had enough of your lies, man.
yeah, I did hit the noise. I thought I cleared it, but yeah.
Kokichi do.
I stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Burn in
Oh,
hell, you
good
know?
lord. Okay, so I have to hold that like down by. Okay.
That's fine because I'm not lying.
This one's a tough one.
I turned back at once.
How can I lie? Oh, I can't. Oh, good
Liars
lord.
burn in hell, you know.
Okay, so I have to clear it. I have to like spam that nonsense. Oh, good lord, this is gonna be a rough one.
Open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
So,
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
no, I was holding. Disappointing. Disappointing.
I didn't go to the roof.
Okay, okay, this is the time. I'm going to do this.
And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
No!
Burn in hell,
Oh,
you know.
jeez. That one you gotta go like really freaking quick. Whew. I mean, it makes sense. We're nearing the end here, right? They gotta make things a little more difficult.
The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
Okay, let's try doing
I turned back at once,
this.
of course.
We're going
And
to.
stayed in the salon the whole time.
Liars burn in hell, you know.
Okay, I have an idea.
That's fine because I'm
I have an idea. Hey, Luke, I'm using the slowdown. I'm using it.
Go to
This
the
one's
roof.
they're very,
Lies.
yeah.
I can back it once, of course.
Okay, but what we're going to do now?
Stayed in the-
Oh, that's interesting. That one looked like it went
Wire's
through.
burning hell, you
Huh.
know.
Yeah, give up the V. It just wasn't meant to be.
Open it.
It's probably one of those things where, you know,
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the...
oh,
Wire's burning hell, you know.
life is hard. I'm sorry. I'll shoot the noise first.
Open it.
Oh no, the time's up. Oof. 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 I made too many mistakes. Do they think I did it? Done debating already? Well, this next part is mandatory, so let's get over it. It's voting time!
Is this really?
Make preparations and retry. Ooh, intriguing.
Can't let it in.
I was trying to go for the V. It's true. It's true. I lost a lot of it for no reason.
I didn't go to the
That's
roof.
what I get. Rough.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
Rough. But it is what it is.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course.
Ready this time.
And stayed full time, you know?
There. There you go. But yes, that is actually the very first time I got a game over in V3.
Kokichi, you're lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying
That's why I
about
just
what?
like the lie system. I'm sorry guys. I'm too honest. I don't like lying. In real life, I hate lying. I will go out of my way to either not answer versus just doing an outright lie. And that carries over to this game. I can't bring myself to do it. It's tough. It's tough.
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you. But you weren't there.
What? Really?
I waited there for a while. You never showed up.
Lying lessens you more than does the person you lie to. Rather not say anything. Exactly. And I will deliberately say, like, well, when I say it was like, you know what? I'd rather not say anything. I'll fess up and say that. Just, it's not that I'm leaving it by omission, lying by omission. It's more that, you know what? I'd rather not say. You know what? You know, that's between you and this other person. Or I know. Well, that's the thing is he can't prove either. I understand why Shuichi's lying. I do, but yeah.
What's this all about, Kokichi?
You lie precies,
You go
Luke.
right back to
Oh,
the
well
salon
then.
After finding the roof door locked?
All right, let me just write on my list here. We've got Cheese is emotionally manipulative. Luke likes to lie. Let's see. Bait is honest to a fault. Guitar has poor choice in waifus. What else we got here? Ooh, poor choice is triggered. The best choice? Well, okay, you know what? You're right. You're right. I'm wrong. You and I did share Celeste for that first, for one of them as well. And Junko was interesting. Despair Mikan, we both enjoyed. So we did enjoy, and I warmed up to Mew. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he knows I'm lying.
So who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
Well, of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
I believe Shuichi 100%.
The one who's not Kokichi.
100 house points. Oh, no. Himiko points to Shuichi.
But to
go to the salon, Shuichi would need to pass by
Oh, no.
the dining room.
Oh no! And caught in the lie.
I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there.
Oh no. Oh no. He's like, oh no! Must be a tier list someone made. Yes! Make it.
I'll believe Shuichi anyway. He's usually right about stuff.
Sorry, but I'm going to believe Shuichi too.
Ooh, Sumugi throwing that shade. She knows it's a lie. She's telling everybody that it's a lie, but well, let's believe him.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
Screw
Comes
Ando.
around, goes around. That's what happens to liars like you.
You know, I watched the whole Heroes series, the television show, and then Heroes Reborn recently. So of course, hearing Ando, that's all I'm thinking about.
Why do you guys hate lies that much? There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies.
Nissan verse. Yeah, there was a lot of Nissan verse in there. That is very
Some
true.
of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people.
All about that product placement.
If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Oh, where's Nissan?
Isn't that where he met up with Mew?
No.
At least they stopped that after the first season. They weren't so bad about that.
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Revenge?
The first season was good despite that. It's true. That got me hooked into it, and then towards the end it got a little loopy. I did enjoy the people that they brought back for Heroes Reborn, but at the same time I hated that there was no Sylar or Peter Petrelli, considering they were like ultimate tier and the world was ending. Why would they not show up? But yeah, anyways.
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi.
Oh damn, you got some balls lying to me. It's time.
I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
Oh?
So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
Vess!
A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
Quick, everybody, just hit vote. Hit vote. It's not going. Oh no, I just made something fall down. Hitting your desk causes vibrations that may make things fall down. Viewer, be advised. Fake news?
I
Oh
came up
man.
with a plan after Mew asked me to meet up with her.
Confessing.
She asked me pretty eagerly, too, so I decided to pry some info out of her. She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock.
How did he know all this?
Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan.
Because of their business. Oh my gosh, Disney princess. Fur coat. Oh baby.
I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world. That's also why I worked together with Monokuma.
We know that did happen.
You worked together with Monokuma?
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting.
And that's probably why Monokuma was so disinterested, because he already knew. Well, he always knows the outcome, but because he helped a bit.
It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
You added a motive?
Speaking of which, we have yet to see it or find it, right?
And the secret of the outside world is the motive, right? No fair! Monokuma can't take sides.
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted.
Nothing like a good seasoning.
Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
I'm
Yes, back
fine
to the
with that,
confessing.
Red. You're confessing without much of a fight.
I told you. I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun.
One thing that I do enjoy is he has different tones to his nihihi. You've got the joyful nihihi, the sad nihihi, the angry nihihi. There's different little bits to it. Nihihi, nihihi, nihihi. There's a lot of different inflections.
If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge. Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
What? Huh? What did you...
But at the same time, Gonta can't remember anything.
Wait!
So it could be possible. But how?
Lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Vitalik, is the waifu making popcorn again? Sometimes, because it was hella good last time you shared. Delicious pop. Oh, no, no, no. Vitalik, why? Why? Because now I really want to go make some popcorn. I really do. I've got this big jar of popcorn kernels. And the way I usually make is we have an actual pot. We throw it inside, throw it on the stove, place the lid over top, and we pop it over the stove. We don't have any of those fancy air poppers. Those things create too many kernels. But a pot, you sit there, you go shake it as you're simmering it over top of the thing there. Mwah. You get beautiful popcorn.
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta? Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Yeah, you better be sorry.
There's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not smart.
It's my turn now.
Kokichi's like all in there like, it's him.
The truth is, Gonta and I worked together. We formed a duo to end this killing game. As the Killing Game Busters!
Mythbusters, but it's the Killing Game Busters. How have I been? Excuse me. Jeez, getting a lot of the burps. Darn carbonated beverages. Anyways, you know, I've been not too bad. It's my turn now. Straight up saying I was going to. Yeah, he's like, bam, it's him. Things have been all doing okay so far. I've been a little bit starting to get a little under the weather, but I'm hoping that, you know, if I get some proper rest, things will be good. I like to nip it in the bud before it becomes a problem. How about yourself? It's the Killing Game Busters. Because remember what happened? Exactly, and that's the problem, right?
What busters?
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
Gonta what?
How? That's the thing I'm interested in finding out. What did he say that would convince Gonta? Because while he might not remember it right now, he was still Gonta in the game, right? So what did he say in the game that would convince Gonta that actually killing someone would save everyone? That's going to be the big thing. He's going to know how to use toilet paper. I mean, technically he grew up in a jungle, right? So, down to the weather, but recovering nicely. Other than that, great and creamy popcorn. Son of a... You're just going to keep mentioning it now, aren't you? Well, I'm glad to hear that you're recovering quite well. However, I have to take a quick wash and break. So what we will do here is, you know what? Just for the fun of it, I've never really done this. We are going to, oh my gosh, this darn controller. We're going to run a quick controller, stop it. Okay, that's better. I'm going to run a quick 60-second ad break while I go to take a quick little break here. And hopefully that means anybody else who's coming in isn't going to get ads for a little while. So I will be right back. All right, so as reward for sitting through an ad break, for those of you who had to, here's Puppers. So this is Callie. She's come to say hello. Say hello, Callie. Raid Shadow Legends. Oh my gosh, was it? Was it? This is Callie. She is an old grandma now, pretty much. She is 10 years old, so she's an old puppers. But she's a good girl. She likes to sleep on our bed and cuddle with us. Oh, thank you for the kisses. Oh, thank you. You're a good girl. Aww. She knows how to give hugs. So if you're ever feeling down and upset, what she will do is you can ask her for a hug. She'll come up and give you an actual nice hug. It's wonderful. She's still Beagle's turned 10 in 2 months. Still thinks she's young. Yeah, same with ours. She likes to run around a bunch, but she's starting to get some arthritis in her back legs. So she hasn't been able to run as much as she would love to.
Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
Although she seems to be quite comfortable now, so that's nice.
Because I'm going to have no idea what he's talking about.
You're a good girl, Callie. You're such a good girl. Yeah. And she loves getting hugs as well. Invite you over for dinner, you'll cuddle the doggo. Hey, Metallic, if you ever come down to Winnipeg, Canada, Manitoba, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, just let me know. I've already had breakfast with Lance of the North. He came down and let me know and stopped by. We went to Denny's one day. It was very lovely. We had a good time. And that invite is open for... Oh, yes, you're a good girl.
Come on, quit
Oh, it's
lying
nice
and
meeting
tell us
people.
the truth.
Oh, you want to head out? Okay. We'll say goodbye. There you go. Off you go. She spends a lot of her, when you're down, it's only a few hours. Really? It's only a few hours away? That's not too bad. I can't guarantee that I'm the best of company, but you know, I'm willing to at least eat and make small talk, whatever that is. We'll go up to Canada. Yeah, we'll have our own TwitchCon. Okay, over in Toronto. Okay, well, Winnipeg's at least about 8+ hours from there. But that's if we were to go from Toronto over this way. But if you went from your way over to Winnipeg, that'd probably be a lot shorter. Gosh. Airfare from Winnipeg, though. Winnipeg is expensive for getting out of. It's ridiculous.
Gonta is telling the truth. He's not someone who lies all the time like you.
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
Because I go to Toronto every year for business-related reasons. And we get a plane there. It's a couple hours. It's beautiful. Of course, by my 8+ hours, I'm referring to a road trip versus an airplane ride. In which case, airplane, yeah, you're only looking at a few hours. Canada's entire country away from you in Texas. Yeah, you're a little bit ways down there, right?
Yeah, not after insect meet and greet incident.
Yeah, that's why I want to know what he said.
It's obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the real world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him.
Oh, man. I have a glass cologne bottle here. And I went to move one of my cups just now, and it hit it. It slid, and it just about fell off, and was smashed against the floor. I don't know if it would have broke, but because it's a thick bottle. But I caught it in midair. Oh, man. You know those, like, pro plays you see with people doing flick sniper shots in CSGO, Fortnite, whatever? It felt like I just did that, just snatching it out of midair, stopping it. Whew. Why did Gonta clear... Oh, I don't know, Duke. I really don't know. I'm really interested in seeing what Kokichi said.
Gonta to escape from his crime.
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that?
You're right. I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth.
Cut that out. I told you it's not gonna work.
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
It doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking. Right, Shuichi?
Oof.
What?
Pulling our heartstrings there.
Gonta not understand what's going on. But still, Gonta not kill Mew. Gonta really not know anything. And also, Gonta not tell lies. And Gonta not make trouble for others. Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why Gonta not culprit.
Oh, look at all the tears.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
I already used my magic to check. Gonta's definitely not lying.
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
You!
You, of course!
Yep.
Come on! There's already proof that I couldn't have killed Mew.
There's already proof?
Oh, did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why I can't be the culprit!
Oh, dang, that face. Oh, dang. The best part of 3-4. Okay, let's see. Use corpse, toilet paper. Oh, the setting. Yes.
Didn't I prove that to you guys already?
Oh gosh, look at everybody talking to the
Proves
next
how
one.
Mew is killed.
Mew got strangled to death, right?
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Yep.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling her, no problem.
Yeah, B.
Wrong.
Spinning facts and logic. He's just like,
Actually, maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to strangle Mew.
oh
Why
dang.
wasn't it possible?
Mew modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. If Mew touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
How did he find that out is what I'm wondering.
Huh?
So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting. I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me.
What?
Well, if you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
Except you'd be right behind her, so she could easily just touch.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
Which means, as long as she died from strangulation, it could...
Oops. Well, wait, what if it's something besides strangulation then? Like,
There's no doubt Mew was strangled. We already discussed this.
I hit a wrong button, I'm sorry.
Kaido is really desperate to make me the culprit.
He learned from you, he checked the program. Which means he has really good, because it took Monotaru a good portion of time to find out all the things that was changed. So I don't think Mew would tell him that much, unless Kokichi has a really good understanding of computers, which admittedly he might have, considering he's the supreme leader of an evil organization.
No matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed Mew is Gonta Gokuhara! This is the truth you all adore so much.
No! Gonta not kill Mew! It's true! You gotta believe Gonta! Gonta would never hurt anyone!
I believe you. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone. There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
She's got a good point there.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's lies.
Of course! Who'd believe a liar like him? He's lying about Gonta being the culprit, so there's no point talking about it.
I don't know about that. If we want the truth, we might have to ask uncomfortable questions. When was the last time you
Shuichi?
bathed?
You think so too, don't you?
Huh? I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective...
I rely on cold hard facts. Oh, you know,
I know we can't solve this case with belief alone.
Huh?
It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something's off. We can't keep going back and forth like this. We need to discuss this.
I would agree with Oma. I mean, that's the thing, right? And that's the tough thing. Oma must actually have really rock solid faith in Shuichi here to pull this off. We would. Yeah. Was the last time you missed? Well, Vitalik, it would have to be last time I looked at your picture now. Anyways.
What, you wanna suspect Gonta?
Wow, indeed. How south this went so quickly.
Too bad, Kaito.
Really, Guitar's just
Looks
sad.
like
I didn't say it
Shuichi
was
is lost
when I
with
looked
me.
at his. That's how it was. The mouth from the. Oh my gosh. You know what? You say that, but I actually, if you would have told me when I first started playing Danganronpa 1 that by the end of the series I would miss Toko, I would have called you crazy. I would have called you nuts. But here I am, actually really missing Toko. She really grew on me. Her growth as a character throughout the series was huge and phenomenal. It was beautiful. I loved it. Realize Himiko and Maki are only 2 females left. And Tsumugi. Yep. You're blind. I mean, I can't blame you, Cheese. She's very plain, right? You might mistake her for just some guy with long hair. You know, it happens. Sometimes you sit there, you're walking down the street like, hey, that chick looks pretty cute. I like it. You go up, you go tap their shoulder like, hey, baby. I just want to let you know. It turns around, it's some guy with this big beard and goatee. He just had beautiful long hair. And then you're like, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Nope. I thought... Hey, baby, what a perfect time for Zaychan to come in. Hey, Zaychan, how you doing today? Toka's waifu number 3 in your top 5. And that's just the thing. If you look back at my VODs, I did not like Toko. I did not like her one bit. I thought she was annoying and terrible. But they did a fabulous job with her character arc. If anything, I honestly think that her character arc was the best of any of the Danganronpas. Any of them. From going 1 all the way up through the anime, how she progressed was amazing. They did a great job of giving growth to her character. On the one that appeared in 2 games, I mean, you've got a fair point. Not many people have a chance to grow through multiple games. I mean, technically, Makoto did show up, though. Danganronpa 1 and Danganronpa 2 is towards the end, and he didn't do that much, but he did show up. Hey, Palette Sid, thank you very much for saying hello. I'm having a wonderful stream with everybody here so far today. I hope that you, too, are having a fabulous day. Nagito was... I mean, Nagito did change from his Danganronpa 2 start to the end. Yes, but it wasn't necessarily growth as a character, as more him reverting to his despair self, I think. Kyoko's still out there. I mean, she is, but she didn't really have growth. She was the ultimate detective the entire way through. From beginning to end, you didn't really see her grow as a person. She had major growth? How so, Guitar? How so? Convince me. How did she grow? As a character, she started off as her ultimate detective. She was going through... I mean, she did start to trust in Makoto. She got in touch with her emotional side. To learn not to use people. Okay, I'll give you that. She did grow. I'm not saying that she didn't. It's just whether she grew more than Toko. Yoko had less growth, more Makoto. And that's the thing.
No, I'm not trying to...
It's not that saying that nobody grew besides Toko. It's just that I felt that Toko had the most growth over the other players of the Killing Game.
Oh, the irony! It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others.
We're gonna put her life in someone else's hands. Yes, but I also hated that. Her sacrifice would have been so meaningful had she not come back. Had she not come back, I would have been like, her sacrifice would have been beautiful. She trusted Makoto to do the right thing. It was wonderful. But no, I mean, when you think about it, of course she put her life in someone else's hands. She took the antidote right before. If you took an antidote, look, I'll be perfectly fine no matter what. It's not hard to put your life in someone else's hand at that point. You know that you're going to be perfectly fine. No, the fighting killing game in one. Oh, I see. I thought you were talking about the anime. In which case, technically, yes, because you had the chance to see and call her out on the fact that she had the key, and that you do not. Kodon Kyoko and Kyoko thought was going to die. You bawled. Yeah, no, that was beautiful. It was, and that's why, if she hadn't come back, that scene would have been wonderful, and the impact would have stuck. But it became cheapened because Megan came to save her. And then it's like, oh, there was an antidote all along, and she took it beforehand, so I was able to go find her. It's like, well, that cheapened her sacrifice. It made it where it wasn't a sacrifice at all. She knew she would be probably fine. But yeah. But yeah, Killing Game 1. I can see that for you. I concede that point. Hina, Mew, Toko, Celeste, Mikan. You know, I enjoyed Celeste. Toko, yep, I can see that. Mikan. Now, are you talking about regular Mikan or Despair Mikan? There's such a big difference there.
Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
Or Mikan as a whole.
That's not it, Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone survives.
Chisa, I forgot. Like Chisa.
Shuichi, going to really not do it. Going to not culprit.
Oh, look at him pulling out those waterworks.
Please, believe Gonta.
It's so sad.
We might as well discuss it.
What?
Kibo, you cold-hearted machine. Gunta's bearing his heart and soul, bawling his eyes out. It's like, no, believe me. I didn't do it. And Kibo's like, let's talk about it. You might be guilty. See why they kept the pair?
As a precaution.
That's robophobic.
I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime. Only then can we arrive at a logical decision.
That's rough.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes.
But
Truth special.
It's a split trial.
This tense moment, but you guys seem pretty evenly split. Right
Somebody
now.
say, split.
So, the Ultimate Academy is proud to
Although,
present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds.
You know, I just don't like making hard P sounds into the mic over and over again.
Shuichi, why? Why don't you understand? You're my sidekick, aren't you?
Oh, Kaido's. This is. Could we see the beginning of a character turn for Kaido? This is where he starts to doubt Shuichi, kind of go against him in the next chapter. Those things could get interesting.
Kaito.
We're getting like soap opera levels of drama here now. Of course, I want to believe Gonta. I don't want to think that he killed someone. But as the ultimate detective, I can't turn away from the truth. I need to find the truth. Split opinion. Kaido believes in everyone, and now here he is, like, Shuichi, I just can't. Not anymore. That's what's great about this trial. The fact that it's putting this brotherly, sisterly bonds with everyone. It's testing them. Could Gonta have committed this? Oh gosh, this is gonna be rough. It's impossible versus it's possible.
Shuichi, are you saying that
Gonta is the culprit? Oh good lord.
I got this.
I think I got it.
I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He would have a plan.
Kokichi!
Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop?
Kibo!
The
Good
entrance
lord.
hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the end.
So,
I
okay.
got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working.
Kibo!
That is impossible.
Oh, he won 2 times in a row?
Kokichi's avatar had special
This
settings.
guy. Oh no!
Lie! Kokichi is the one who killed
Kibo!
That is
Shoot.
impossible,
I heard
because
Kokichi and I
Kokichi's
just thought it
avatar
was
has special
Kokichi.
settings.
So
Gonta not
close.
kill Mew. Honest.
I got this! The truth is, Gonta could have murdered
I almost
Mew.
had it the very first time, for the first time the entire
Kokichi
game.
confessed he was working with Monaco.
So close. I got too
Shuichi,
fixated
are
on
you
that
saying
one
that
point.
Gonta is the culprit?
I got this!
I was doing great and I got fixated. It's like, Kokichi, he said Kokichi, let's go, 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 go.
Dante is such a sweetheart.
Kokichi!
Don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
I gotta say, not having
Kibo!
The entrance hall
skills
is all that separates the
does make
rooftop
things a little
from
more
the
difficult, even though I'm playing on normal, which is great.
Should have been witnesses at.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
Okay, so this is the next
Kokichi
one.
confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Okay, Monokuma.
I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
Hey there, Ravage.
It's all a lie!
Kibo!
It's a
That is impossible,
lie.
because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta
Yeah.
not kill Mew.
I got this!
It's
Truth is,
great.
Gonta could have murdered
Danganronpa throughout the series has done a wonderful job with their. Oh shoot! Hey, hey. With their OST, her original soundtrack. V3 has the best music by far. I don't know, man. Ultra Despair Girls.
As long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to discuss
I
it.
butchered it. I'm sorry, but I loved Ultra Despair Girls music. It's very. I love the jazzy feel of it, but yet they still kept the proper themes throughout it. Whether it was the very kiddish music when the heroes were on, versus when there's the dark times, they would change. They did a good job with that. Raj, you've never seen it, eh? How far off did you, have you played Danganronpa V3 / watched it before? If so, how far have you gotten into it?
That's ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi over Gonta?
Never. Ooh.
That's not it at all.
Now-
I just want the truth.
I'm playing this blind as well, so I honestly don't know anything that's happening. Well, besides what I've played through. But you're back. Welcome back, Palette Sid. So everything that's happening is brand new to me too, which is beautiful. And that's half the fun that Duke and Cheese are having with me. They've played it before. So they love teasing me like, so who did it, V? And they're all laughing as they're listening to my wild and crazy theories, going like, he's so far off, or oh crap, how did he know so quick and easy? No, it's not that, not at all. They've thrown me off a couple times before. I had it right the first time, and then they threw me off with their lies. I'll name them in Kokichi version 1 and Kokichi version 2. Yoko laugh. Insidious. You see, I'm familiar with the Insidious name. So you're now... Whenabouts did you change your name?
If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.
But
New year, new me.
Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
Oh, that poor guy. Is your spell pronounced? You know what? Honestly, yes. And as nice as it is having a perfectly unique name with like numbers and letters and stuff in it, when you're trying to just like network or so on, and you're talking to someone, it's like, yeah, just look me up on Twitch. I'm Insidious. Oh, but the I is a 1, the S is a 5. Trying to describe it gets a little tough. So I agree with you changing to Palette Sid, for example. It'd be really easy. No one could ever find you. Exactly. By changing to something that's a little bit more easier to find, you'll find that discoverability, especially when you're trying to spread your name out there, is going to be a lot easier. Like, yeah, look for palette_Sith. That's like, okay, palette. I might misspell palette to have one L, but I'm sure it'd come up pretty easy at that point. Anyways.
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
But didn't I tell you guys already? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically. Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit.
Yeah, you would know.
That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this!
It hurts my poor heart!
Gonta, if you understand, then do it right. Make logical arguments for the truth.
Logical arguments?
But if he doesn't remember anything, this is the tough part. Because he doesn't remember anything, he can't say anything to save himself, to damn himself, nothing. Yeah, Bait's in here somewhere. He was here earlier talking, saying all kinds of naughty nonsense. Switching out the lock of your house as well. Ooh, are we talking about the whole handle, deadbolt, both? I had to do that recently as well. And if so, because I had electronics, wait. Bait sauce. Do you have one of those fancy key locks where you input the combination versus a key turn? If so, I am so jealous. Oh, I want one of those so bad. But that is also one of the things, because where we live, between you and I, we have really cold winters, right? A pin in the internals? Oh, dang. How do you find the battery usages for that? One of my main concerns, are you in Canada? Yes, I am in Canada. Beta's in Canada. We're a bunch of Canadians. Wow. Us two anyways. As well as Guitar Bot. And how do you find the batteries lasting in our winters? It was always my concern because it's so cold that it would drain the batteries really quickly. And thus I stuck with my manual deadbolts. Yeah, it's wicked up here. Oh, it is. It is. Oh my goodness. We were colder than Mars at one point for where I live here.
It means use your head to make arguments.
I live in the Canadian Shield.
Use head?
Although it was colder in Bates' area than it was in mine for once.
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta prove that you aren't.
Sub 40, dang. No bugs luck all story? Hey, I will give that to you, Ravage. I will totally give that to you. I will live with this cold. This worse than Mars or wherever cold. If I don't have to worry about like 20 different poisonous species of bugs. That is my main concern. Like I already get weirded out about worrying about black widows and brown recluses. Those are the two poisonous spiders here in Canada. But if I had to worry about scorpions, other lots of different poisonous things, snakes, goodness. Don't die to a bug bite, just the cold. Yeah, no, we've got a couple things that can do you under a little bit here. But yeah, they don't go to the really, really cold houses as much.
But Gonta really not know.
20-something a month ago. Oh, Luke.
I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know. God, why are you so dumb?
Oh dang, Kokichi's getting mad.
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
You're a true gentleman? More like a true nincompoop.
You think you lived all this time just to die to a spider? No. And to be honest, when you actually read up on things like black widows, they're actually more timid spiders. They're not aggressive. So they will only bite you if they really need to. They're not going to be like, hey, you're lying on your bed. Screw you, you're sleeping peacefully. No, they'll be calmly off in the corner, spinning their webs. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Hey, look at me. I'm making a pretty web to catch all the silverfish and bugs that are inside your house. I'm helping. We're best friends. A great spider story in Time of Taiwan. Ooh. Yeah, exactly, babe. I'm the same way. I leave spiders unless they're Well, except for the above your better shower. I tried to leave spiders alone because we actually have quite a bit in our house, but we also have some silverfish in some areas. They're annoying. But, you know, spiders will help with that. They'll catch all these things. I always feel bad when I see a spider web and then the molted skin there because they've moved off on to somewhere else. Some happier planes of existence. Tails? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Everybody, it's Tails. Tails is in my chat. Oh my goodness. This is a truly fortuitous moment. Everybody, you know what? Tails is a great guy. Lots of fun in his streams. I mainly lurk. I feel bad. Oh no! It didn't work. I'm a failure. Yeah, face. You and I had the same idea. For some reason, my command didn't work. My command didn't work, and now I'm sad. That's why it was selected off. All of them were selected off. Because a certain someone was abusing them. Please don't give him any more attention than he already has. It's true. You know. Hey, Ravage, thank you very much for that follow. I appreciate that. It does mean a lot to me that, you know, people who know Tails are willing to come to my stream or don't know Tails and are still willing to stay here. A stealth follow? Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. You gotta do that when it's offline then.
Bullying?
I'm sorry, Cheese.
so
I'm sorry,
what?
Duke.
That's what you do in this
I began
game,
distracted with
right?
chat. I know you just want me to
blame and gang up on me,
experience
but
this
now
trial.
You're gonna pretend to be good people?
No, I never ganged up.
Gonta, argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it! That's enough!
He's getting angry.
Stop what? You mean stop the game?
Of course, it's all an act.
Hey,
This guy.
do you even know what you're saying?
Yeah, I know. What about it?
Oof, I feel bad. Even Tails knows that you were insidious, but I didn't. This is the reason why I shouted out Tails. He's the superior streamer to me. Unfortunately, I don't know as much as him. I strive to be the streamer that Tails is. One day, perhaps I too will do some painting or building on stream, so this way I have a greater chance to learn these things that he has within his ultimate knowledge to brain. Is yourself forever asleep now?
I don't
Is
want
it right awkward?
It means I have to stoop to your level.
Oh, that's a low blow right
Oh god, no guitar. Ah, I was hoping people forgot that I got that as a gift.
Then just die in a hole for all I care! We want to live, so stop getting in our way!
Damn. Wait.
If you don't shut your mouth, then I'll shut it for you. Permanently.
So I was originally thinking that someone went and switched Gonta's things or deliberately unplugged one. So if Kokichi is legitimately this mad,
Maki, please, calm down.
was this Gonta not remembering anything totally on Gonta?
Sorry. It Gonta's fault. Everyone's so upset.
This is getting interesting.
But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
We're speedrun it completion. I mean, if we're talking about me here, Bait, it probably would be a speedrun. It's true. I know suicide by words, but you know, it's true. Is this the last game, Tails? Yes. This is the last game in the entire Danganronpa series, of which it goes up to chapter 6. We are on chapter 4. Usually chapter 5 is okay length, and the chapter 6 is pretty short, as it's a epilogue, and then we're completely done.
'Cause Gonta not know anything! Really!
Okay, you know what? I apologize for needing to do this, but my kids are being insane right now, so I will be right back in about a minute. Sorry about that. Kids have school early in the morning. I hear them thumping around upstairs, just laughing and giggling. So what do? I creep up the stairs slowly. They don't hear me. The light in their room is on. It's supposed to be off because they're supposed to be sleeping. Knuckles. Creep up to their door. Sit there listening for a bit. They don't hear me coming. And then I throw the door open. I'm like, "What are you doing?" And then it's great every time because I can be creepy. Sorry, well, creep up the stairs really quietly. And every time, just seeing them like immediately freeze, shake, and then drop down like they're acting dead or something. And they're like, flop. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be sleeping. It's great. I mean, they should be sleeping, so it's not great, but you know, it makes it a little more worthwhile. Let me catch up here. What have we been missing in chat here? Oh my gosh, you guys went crazy. Good times. Maki roll. Does Gontan equal Tarzan? Yes. Did he clap those gorilla cheeks? That is very possible. You know, he grew up as a teen. Sometimes, you know, you get those feelings. And if you grow up with gorillas, you think you're one of them. And, you know, enough said. There's right. The kids AV Ray after said that, you know, they did try to attack me after I scared them, that's true. Known as the despair virus. Yeah, firing V virus, yup. Chiaki says, I know, well, you had a bit of that between Kaido and Kokichi. Oh, right, sorry, Mew and actually Kokichi were having some bit of back and forth there for a bit. It was great. Oh, I love that. Got sent to the zoo and the kid got sent to the jungle. Yoshi, hello! Smart but not born in the forest? Are you saying his society made him that way, or was it genetics? Ooh, that's a good question, Guitar. Voice is raspy. Hey guys, yeah. Although I'm sure Slander would recognize that voice more than others, but you know, if he was here in my stream right now, I'd tell him to go to bed. Phoenix Wright, yes. Phoenix Wright was great. Okay. I can be creepy. Oh no. Oh no, how did you clip me? Oh no. I was like, what are you doing? And then it's great every time. Because I can be creepy. I'm like, what are you doing? Why did you clip it that way? Why you gotta do me this bad, mate? Want to clap those bug cheeks?
Cut it out already!
No.
That's all you've been saying this whole time!
Ravage, are we talking like the sexy points going to those gorilla cheeks, or fuck Kakarot?
You're the one that needs to cut it out.
Gravelly voices. Yeah. All you've been saying this whole time. That's true about Gonta. This whole time, Gonta's been saying he doesn't know anything. Gonta not understand either. You like this when Gonta wake up. Gonta was sleeping too. Had strange dream. Gonta not understand anything. Gonta not know murder already happened when Gonta wake up. But why did this happen? Why Mew killed? Gonta not understand. Gonta not understand anything. Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about. But when exactly did he start using that defense? Gonta starts saying, I don't know when. After logging out.
That's it.
It has a tail that makes it a caca carrot face? What? Carrot cake? I haven't had carrot cake in a long time, actually. The last pie I had, because I haven't had, oh, sorry, I had ice cream cake over the weekend for the birthday party I went to. But the best pie I had was lovely. Well, it was a bumbleberry crumble. It was a mix of blueberries and stuff with a nice crumble over top. But before that, I had a beautiful lemon meringue pie. It was just, it was so good. That's it. It was after he logged out. That means...
Did Gonta get into an accident in the virtual world? Accident?
The accident that hurt Gonta. That was... Wait, Gonta got hurt? Wait, what? Wait, what? Was the accident concerning Gonta? Oh, the avatar error. Yeah.
This is it.
Wires the error code. Yes, I got it. Jeez, thank you though. Thank you very much.
Into the virtual world, an avatar user error occurred.
When that text bit first appeared, I was thinking, what happened within the world that was considered an accident? It made no sense. Some sort of avatar user error occurred when you all logged in for the first time. An error? The contents of the error are unknown, so I can't provide any details. But something strange definitely happened to someone's avatar when you all logged in.
An avatar user error?
Ever since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand.
If you listened carefully there, Shuichi was actually impersonating Gonta's voice. I don't know, I don't understand. Like he's making fun of Gonta. Ooh.
That's because Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right?
That's what I thought at first, but I think it's because of the error.
What you mean?
If that error is what's affecting Gonta, it's making him forgetful and loopy, then what was the error? What could it have been? But Tails, have you been enjoying Mordor? I believe, if I recall correctly, you were doing Shadows of Mordor? They're all of the Mordor games. I always get confused between the names. Oh no, another gambit? 2 gambits? You son of a gun! What error did Gonta experience? Memory loss. That's right, I got it before cheese this time. Yeah, I feel accomplished. I'm sorry. I'm not too sure it's fun, but open world, lots of stuff to not sure how long you play. There was, I think the second one, Shadow of War. I ended up, despite it having a lot more you can do, I ended up getting bored with it for some reason. Like, I don't know if it was just too much to do. I have a problem with open world games where if they give me too much to do, I end up going like,
I believe it's
whatever, and I stop playing.
What happened in the virtual world?
I actually need a little bit of railroading for me. I don't know what it is. I need some structure, or as you can tell with my whole stream theme here, I'm all about storyline, the story about games. So if I'm stuck going through side quest that's not really doing anything about the story or progressing a story, building a story, I end up getting lost, and I start to feel a little like, I don't really care, and I lose investment, and I slowly start to not want to play it, and then I move on to something else. Oh, Luke. Spider-Man on PS4 is one of the games that I want to be streaming as well. I have the new God of War that I still need to play. I have yet to even start it up. And then I also got this Spider-Man PS4 as well. They are on my list. I have a couple other games before I go on to that. But they're there. They're there. I'm looking forward to it because I've heard a lot of good things about Spider-Man PS4. Next one of the games to kill those 20 generals before the next... Yeah. When it's just like, okay, I have to sit here and grind through a bunch of stuff.
Huh?
That's okay, but it gets more praise than it deserves. But you see, that's the thing. I don't mind the quick time events. I mean, if you boil it down, and in all honesty, let's take Sekiro. With the timing of parries, it's essentially a quick time event, minus the fact that you have to a flash of that X button or R1 on the screen saying to parry at that exact time. It's the same thing. Okay. Okay, it's like Sekiro when you have to dodge past that one attack, and that A button appearing on the screen at the exact same time that you have to dodge. Just mine is like... But yeah, at the same time, I mean, you can... That's the thing with Sekiro, is you can choose to parry, you can choose to dodge. Quick time events, you're stuck hitting that X button. So I can see where you're coming from, and I do understand. For me personally, quick time events don't bother me too much.
He doesn't remember.
But I can see why, because it takes control away from you as a player. It's the character doing something, you're just reacting by hitting an X button. This is not Heavy Rain. Hey, Duke. I really love Heavy Rain. It's one of my top games. I like that. The story in that was beautiful for its time. The gameplay, I mean, all those games from those people are all about quick time events. Let's be honest here.
You started saying, I don't know anything after leaving the virtual.
It's all about the story versus the actual gameplay. There is some gameplay in it, but it is very quick time heavy, yes. So if you don't like those kind of quick time events, you find it a bit harder to get into that. Or you could be like Guitar Bot and you just want to kill all the dogs. Press F to pay respects. Yeah. That was a big thing in games for a bit there.
I think that's the result of some kind of memory error.
Like it's forced to do one way. Yeah, exactly. Shattered Dimensions price and dodging is literally half the gameplay.
That's why he doesn't remember anything that happened in the virtual world.
Because it's clearly the right thing to do. Killing the poor puppies. If there's cats, you would see me murdering every last one. I don't know, cats, I have no great fondness for them. They're okay. But dogs, I like dogs. Dogs are loyal and always there for you. V drowns kittens.
Not even killing Mew.
That was a poor mistake. Water everywhere.
What? That's ridiculous. Quit screwing around.
Cats are fine, so are dogs. You see, that's just the thing. The main reason why I don't really care for cats all that much, not that I hate them, I just don't care for them as much as dogs, is because growing up, every time I encounter a cat, it would attack me. Literally, and I'm using literally in the true sense of the word, literally every time would attack me. Everybody would say, oh, I have a friendly cat. And it'd go after me and scratch me. I don't know what it was.
What do you mean he doesn't remember? He's
Whereas,
just confused.
I have not met a dog that doesn't like me. Even mean dogs. Oh my gosh, I got water all over my beard now too. Even mean dogs would be all perfectly happy with me. They're like, oh, my dog's usually so angry. And then the dogs would be all like licking me. And it's like, yeah, give me pets. And it's great. I don't know. Dogs are more like children. Cats are like teenagers. And that's the thing. Kids love me. So, you know, that analogy actually works perfectly.
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
I can't do the eyes myself. That's the best you can get. Guitar, you're out. All right, well, you have yourself a fabulous night. Hopefully you're able to rest well, and we'll catch you next time. Enjoy the VOD.
Memory or no memory?
You did the eyes once.
Never hurt anyone.
Don't tell them that, mate. It's a secret.
No way Gonta's the culprit.
Oh no! Oh, is this kind of a mass debate? Buttons would be proud.
Gonta never hurt anyone.
Good lord.
Gonta won't keep everyone safe.
Log in, log in, log in.
You did it, but you don't remember.
Never kill a friend.
There was a glitch.
Gonta is gentlemen. Gentlemen protect friends.
Excuse me. Oh my goodness.
But Gonta can't even kill
Gonta
you.
not lying.
That means there was.
Gonta swear. Please believe Gonta.
There's no glitch. Ooh, time to panic. This one's actually tough. This is the truth.
You're telling me Gonta doesn't remember a thing about the virtual world?
Oh, wrong button. Gosh, this one's actually tough. I don't know. Uncommon file, discover the computer room. Yeah, I don't think it would be that one. Oops. No, you son of a gun. Log in, log out records, just going to show them all logging in out. Use avatar. Don't forget the V. All about that V. Yeah. Frozen collapsed. Cannot be injured. Human or object. I don't think it'd be that. Just focus on popping your shop. Oh no!
Your lies aren't protecting anyone.
Oh, device instructions. I bet you it's going to be this one. Yes, kind of glitch. Okay, I think we got it. I think we have solved the problem. Oh. Go for the V. V! Yes! I did it. I popped my shot off at the perfect time. You know, it wasn't too early. It wasn't too late. It's just perfect. Mwah. Counter-Strike. No! No, Counter-Strikes, no! I can't wait for Mountain Blade 2 to come out. Oh, goodness. Is anybody else following that? It's looking really good. I played the first one decent. I wasn't good at it, but I played a decent amount. Been in dev. I know. That's why I'm hoping that'll be great when it comes out.
Is the 2 cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world?
I enjoy their updates, but they're far and they don't really show much new. Yeah. Put the red consciousness cord in the right port and the blue memory cord in the left. Out of curiosity, what happens if you switch the cords? I don't know. I've never done that before. Probably gets all glitchy or something.
I think that Gonta messed up something with the cords, causing the error.
Set of those tempered your expectations.
Consciousness and memory cords. Then there'd be an error with memory.
Crackdown 3 at this
rate. An error
rate.
that won't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world?
I'm unfamiliar with Crackdown 3.
What? Gonta, do you think it's possible that you improperly connected the cords?
How Gonta's supposed to remember that?
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over.
It's for the best. Okay. I'll believe you.
Right as the hand you hold your chopsticks.
But I am also a lifetime sub member or backer of Camelot Unchained. Because I liked what it said back 3-4 years ago. I don't remember. It's been stupid long at this point. Needless to say, it still isn't out yet. I mean, I understand they're working on their own in-house engine. They made all that stuff and slowly getting there, but it is taking so long. So long.
Oh, but Gonta holds chopsticks with this hand.
But she specifically says she holds chopsticks with her right hand, not left.
That's your left hand!
What?
You think you back that? The thing that I really found interesting about Camelot Unchained was the fact that you could actually play a crafter class. That whole class was all about crafting. And yeah. Oh, chopsticks. Oh, that Gonta.
Looks like it's decided.
What?
And that you could actually build buildings and stuff. It's neat. But yeah.
He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world, don't you?
No, he doesn't remember. Nope.
Gonta not remember. Gonta not even go to this virtual world place.
What?
Gonta fall asleep when he put helmet on.
I find it hard to believe that nobody picked up on that really until the trial. He was very obvious about it. Rabbit, you're heading out. All right. Well, you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful night. So for those of you that are leaving and or new to the stream, I do have a Twitter that I post random thoughts on, but the important part is my YouTube link there. Make sure you subscribe if you want high quality VODs. We all know Twitch VODs sometimes are a pain in the butt to look through. But I upload the previous VOD. So for example, this Monday stream will be uploaded by Wednesday at noon. And then the Wednesday stream is uploaded on the Saturday. So every time that I am streaming, the VOD from the previous day is uploaded on that time. So you could potentially catch up and have it in a higher bit rate than what Steam is. Or Twitch, I guess. But yeah. All that good stuff. And then my Twitter is just a bunch of random nonsense. As well as my Discord, we chat on there. Yeah. Speaking of which, if you guys want to do any community League of Legends games, Monster Hunter World. I know some of you play that, and we were talking about League earlier. Hit me up. Let me know, and we can talk on Discord. We can set up some times to play together. I wouldn't mind getting back into League a bit more.
When
I just
Gonta
want to play
wake
with
up,
people than
you
rather by
dead.
myself.
Gonta not know what happened. So, Gonta worry. Gonta not understand what everyone talking about.
No,
Can't be.
Duke, you're wrong. Gonta, gentleman. Gentlemen never kill
Try his
Mew.
best to understand. Gonta imagine real hard.
That's enough, Gonta. We already know.
Know what?
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Mew.
Wait a minute! That lie! Gonta not kill Mew! Why would Gonta do that?
This is going to be a rough after trial because every trial so far, you get that little bit of closure at the end. Why did the person do it? They're like, yeah, well, I did this because of blah, 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 blah. I loved my sister. I loved fornicating with her. Whatever it was, the reason was. Oh, God. I shouldn't have said it that way. Fate's going to be posting that clip right away. And then we're going to have Gonta here. He doesn't remember anything, so he can't provide any reasoning at all. It's just going to become, I don't remember. Why Gonta do this? All the way to the end.
And besides, Gonta's got no motive to kill Mew.
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
And I'm saying I don't believe you.
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way? You wanted to plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry it
Does
out?
Mikan? But this is different because Mikan remembered, and then she's going through that. It's like she was Despair Mikan when she did it. Gonta has nothing. He's completely forgotten everything. Even if he really wanted to right now, he couldn't say a thing.
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
Nope! Only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the blackened!
Then there's no incentive to just plan the murder.
But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Hold on, that hasn't been decided yet.
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already.
I care about the motive.
Well, I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial.
Let's talk about. Then she did go to bed. Oh, okay, I understand.
Talking about the motive is meaningless.
Although
It's
we
not
all know she
necessary
wanted
for
to.
this specific case.
Ow.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination. Which means, Shuichi, you'll be my partner, right?
Me?
Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right? And you don't want that, do you? Okay, let's begin!
Lyra. Did you want to go Despair for it? But I mean, Duke. Everybody loved Chiaki. She was the bond that held them all together. To witness your bestest best friends, or bestest friend, the one that you looked up to within your group of friends, go through an utterly horrific trial, getting cut up, knowing that it's all true, watching the blood splurt for them as they struggle to go through, saying that they still believe in you. And to the end, it's like, I can be with my friends again, only to get speared and brought down, suffering along the ground. Oh, sleeping with Juko. Okay, fine. Never mind. Everybody wants that.
Quit screwing around. I'm done putting up with your selfish bullshit.
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list. Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
The reason Kibo, Himiko, and Maki can be eliminated suspects is because they couldn't access the crime scene. They were stuck in the chapel because they were not
couldn't get to the
objects.
crime scene, could they?
Okay, Gagger for sanity's sake. Duke, let's just say that there may have been a reason why I wasn't streaming me watching them. You know, I've already had one stream of me like bawling on stream. We don't need more.
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Mew could pass through the wall. The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it. Kaito is the next one off our suspect list, and you know why, right?
So Kaito isn't, especially because he was logged out.
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
Mew logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right?
Never cried at any executions. Oof, you heartless soul, you. I am very empathetic to a fault, which is a real problem sometimes. I mean, to be honest, that's actually caused a lot of strain in my life because of how easily I can take on the emotions of those around me. It can be rough. With that being the case, it does allow me to get really into characters in the game and understand their feelings and everything. And as such, I will really get into it and be like, get wrapped up in the moment.
Since we figured out the actual
Laughing
killing
at it?
happened in the virtual world,
Oh,
it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Mew's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
that being said, it does have to draw me into the story,
Completely
though.
running the show now.
If it's exceptionally cheesy and ridiculous, then, you know, they try to hit me with a hard-hitting, like, oh, this is so sad. No, I'm not buying it. It's got to be a proper story to lead up to proper emotions.
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects.
Super on point. Mm-hmm.
Gonta, Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off. But what's the reason for that?
We were downstairs. We didn't go to the roof. We have solid alibis. We saw Mew. Solid alibis, I think.
Tsumugi and I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
Both of you heard Mew hitting the chapel wall, right? The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time, since they slid Mew down. Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit.
Excellent logic, yeah. I mean, Kokichi's the true detective in this case right now, because he was there. But
That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
I mean, it's true. Everything he's explained so far has knocked everybody else out. And then the one fact, if Mew hadn't put that little bit in there that he would get paralyzed if she touched him, then there would be reasonable doubt that it could have been him. But because of that, there's nobody else. The process of elimination besides Gonta. The culprit is because Kokichi was Mew's target. Oh, sorry. Okay, never mind. He couldn't have killed Mew. Technically the same.
If Mew touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
So then, it's down to one person. And who was that again? Well, who is it?
Don't answer, Shuichi! You don't need to answer that! This is all Kokichi's trap!
There's only one suspect left. Only one person could have done this. Kokichi! Oof. Decide. Poor baby Gonta.
It's Gonta.
Ooh.
Shuichi?
Yep, Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for.
But why?
The thing you guys wanted so badly! A truth without any lies! Yu Iruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara!
Really? Did Gonta really do it?
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy.
Like everyone else.
You forgot everything. So, oh well. A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting. So, better than nothing. If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
That's true. And that actually makes it a little more interesting. Excuse me. That was pure luck of the draw that Gonta hooked up his thing wrong. Nobody planned that.
I still haven't accepted
Nobody
this.
specifically
This
set
has
it up.
gotta be Kokichi's trap.
Nobody thought of it later. It's just purely
I still
Gonta.
believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Kaito.
I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions to...
You want proof? I've got your proof.
Was he going to lie now?
After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who did they see out there?
Oh, Shuichi and Tsumugi. Gonta, did you see Kibo around here anywhere? No, Gonta not see him.
Gonta.
Kokichi said it himself. When Miu's avatar crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
Did he jump down?
I see. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on the roof.
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof. Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
Then maybe he jumped off the roof.
It's like 3 to 4 stories where you said that's not possible.
That rooftop was pretty high up.
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. How about that? Now you get it, right? If Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Just when we thought we had it.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
What? Really?
It would have been so nice if that were the truth. Kaido were right and this horrible trial would just end. But
No, that's wrong.
we saw the toilet paper down there, right?
What?
Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
And Kokichi was still up at the top. So Kokichi could have held the toilet paper while going to climb down.
Huh?
V, that's wrong? Ooh.
Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
Kaito, I know how you feel. I know because we all feel it. But we have to face the truth. No matter how cruel that truth may be, we need to face it to survive.
Kaede taught him well.
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
Kaito, please.
Aren't you my sidekick? Was that just a lie?
Ooh, the rift is
Kaito!
formed.
Fine then. I'll tear that sorry reasoning of yours apart and wake you up.
Can't doubt my detective work now. I want us all to survive. I can't back down.
I'll never accept this. Don't you know Gonta at all? He's not the kind of guy who kills someone. you know that about him by now? I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? Damn it! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening
Oh, shoot,
to
it's a hold.
Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick?
Oh, shoot. Oh,
Wake
no!
up, Shuichi!
I failed that one terribly.
Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to
Oh,
Kokichi?
my goodness.
Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Damn it! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh?
Oop, that was a hold.
There's a reason Gonta's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gonta's always tried to protect us! How could Gonta be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Say truth this, truth that. Damn it!
He has no armor now. The final blow.
Way to leave the mansion from the rooftop!
Toilet paper discovered outside of the mansion.
It ends here.
Damn it!
That was the person not going to. Oof. Poor guy. I mean, Kaido believes so
Toilet paper
hard.
we found outside the mansion.
It's going to hurt him.
That's what the
belief.
culprit used to get from the roof to the ground.
The toilet paper?
The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon.
Hey, hey, dude, you said I was wrong. What's up with
That's
that?
why we didn't find it anywhere else. Not at the scene
Oh, he
of the
could have
crime,
tied it over
nor
there.
on
Wait,
Miu's
what if he tied it?
It was outside the mansion.
Reduced a bit behind, okay.
Hold on. If they use the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof, then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to. I know because I investigated the roof.
You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this.
Of course I am. I'm gonna believe in Gonta till the very end.
No,
Oof.
there was something that the toilet paper could have been tied to.
What?
Yes, the place where the toilet paper was tied down. Right here.
There!
So, not Kokichi holding it, I guess. But he could have untied it after.
The toilet paper could have been tied there.
It's not 100% correct.
However, I don't think the culprit actually tied it down there. They just hung it. And then used the doubled up toilet paper to climb down.
Oh, that's also smart. That would make sense.
But in that case, they would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
Yep, that's correct. Because I came up with that idea. But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom. Oh, I guess he ran into someone on the way and then threw it somewhere close by.
Oop, gotta close my door.
Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
The matter does appear to be settled.
That... it's...
So, it's true. Going to really kill Mew.
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta. Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
But why did Gonta do such a terrible thing?
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop. I won't let you, Kokichi. If anyone is gonna get him to confess, it's me.
Ooh.
Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay? When you're convinced, you just let me know, all right? Let's end this together.
Okay.
Closing argument. Alright then, we have toilet paper that doesn't tear, the map of the visual world, cell phone, Katamomoto logged out, and bottle of poison. Did I say bottle of poison? Bottle of poison. Alright. Close to the entrance hall, that would be the map.
It's sad to live a life without
It's like,
friendship.
oof.
Even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys.
It's so sad. Ugh. And that's why I have no friends. It's so bad. DJ Brunsley, thank you very much for the host. How are you doing this fabulous evening? How was your stream? I'm assuming you streamed, considering it's a host with quite a few people. And what were you playing? What did Mew do when the others left for their mansion? Talk shows and podcasts. The last time with the process always gets to. Yeah, it's a little rough. I believe. Oh my gosh, this one has a bunch of things. Oh dang. Anime podcast tonight. Interesting. What does that entail? Like, how does that work? What were you? Was it just a chat of various animes? What was good? What was bad? Shh. She used the cell phone. We're in the process of finishing off this last chapter here. Well, not the last chapter, but the last chapter. Sorry, the last bit of the chapter 4. There we go. Whoa. About people that doesn't tear. Wait, what? Oh, sorry, that Mew brought to kill Kokichi. Oh, oof. My bad. My bad. This is the one. Tails, we were talking about Mountain Blade 2. Which leaves Katamomoto logged out. There we go. Yeah, it's been in progress for a long time. In fact, heck, even the last year, because I've been following it on Steam as well. Every time there's an update, I get really excited, and then I realize that it's not really showing all that much new, which is really disappointing. Threw the signboard into the river. Way back in the beginning here. Yeah, that would be this one. Talk about the Crunchyroll Awards nominees. Talking about Weathering. Getting snubbed from the Oscars. There's some news stories. This may top of the too. Oh, interesting. I unfortunately have not really watched much for anime in a long time. Besides, I think the latest one was One Punch Man and Attack on Titan. Other than that, I'm actually pretty much safe to say I'm an anime noob. I haven't really watched all that much. I mean, I don't know anything about that. Yeah. Oof. Okay, now this is where there's a bunch of who was investigating the roof. The binoculars and toilet paper were Oh, sadness on me. He was investigating the kitchen. Oh gosh. Dining hall. Outside the mansion. Oh right, it was Kaido who was the roof. Derp. Kitchen was me. Dining hall was Smoogie. Outside was culprit. And then the last bit here. The binoculars and toilet paper. Well, kind of keeps up with seasonal stuff. Oh, okay. I mean, that is a lot of the fun. And not to mention, by doing a breakdown and analyzing, it is actually great content as well in terms of being able to grab everybody together and kind of have a talk show of sorts going on. I mean, let's be honest. The Oscar parties, Golden Globes, whatever, a lot of people have that, where they talk about the movie nominations and their thoughts of that as well.
After being convinced by Mew, we all logged into the virtual world. To log in, you have to plug the memory and consciousness cords into the device. So, we all plug those cords into our helmets and enter the virtual world. But the culprit had accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because of this, a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar. As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world.
What if there's logs somewhere on this virtual world actually showing what all the users did?
It's possible that this had an effect on their avatar's personality as well. Because I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder. But we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one.
Now, my computer, this is a regular computer, not some virtual reality machine, has lovely colored rings. You've got a green, a pink for the microphone, a black for the bass, and some other colors. So there is no way to accidentally put it into the wrong ports.
She had modified the killing game
The reason?
simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal. After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison and placed it on Kokichi's seat. This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned. Yes, the reason Mew modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world. After we had all logged in, Mew explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to log out. Objects are unbreakable. Your avatars use all 5 senses. She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall.
She went out of her way to explain all this as well.
Her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world. However, one of us was able to see through her scheme. The very person Mew was trying to kill, Kokichi. Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case. Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed. But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder. Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel.
How you doing?
You had us split up to try to find some secret of the outside world. Kaito, Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I investigated the mansion.
So far going strong. There's lots of talking breaks. I had to break to yell at the kids, but it does look like by the end of the stream here, we will finish this chapter at least. So I am pleased about that.
While Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Mew
Thank you very
investigated
much
the
for
chapel.
asking.
Splitting us up was also part of Mew's plan. At the
Did you take
chapel,
more photos?
Mew told Maki that she was going to look around outside. She chased after our group while we were heading toward the mansion.
After our chat, I decided, hey, you know what? I wanted to go make a Vesever Instagram, or at least hold the place for it. So I went, create account. The name Vesever is not taken. Okay, cool. I might have done that once before. I don't know. I'm gonna go forget password. I'm gonna search, make it reset based upon username. Go to click forget password. Okay, what's your username? Okay, Vesever. Type that out. Okay. Oh, no such user exists. Then why are you saying I can't create it? So I'm very annoyed by that. Must be big. I mean, the only thing I could think of is...
we were across. She dropped the bridge into the river.
The only thing I could think of, Duke, is that Kokichi explained about how Mew was trying to kill him. And then he was letting Mew come up to him with the hammer all ready to go, and then he protected him. Or, as Chris has said there,
thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel.
if those crossed chords created a split personality, he gave into the dark side, into the strength that it gives.
At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of Mew's pranks. That's why we continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside world. We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues. Kokichi searched the salon. Kaito searched the roof.
I was just thinking about this. It's a good thing that this house came pre-rendered. Because if objects were unbreakable in this world, imagine trying to hammer nails into the wood.
Tsumugi searched the dining room.
The Dark Side saw the Star Wars movie. Interesting. Oh. I've heard polarizing views. Either some really like it and enjoyed how it went out, and others just think no. And that they're glad this whole series is done. I have yet to see it myself.
The kitchen.
Some point. Some point.
And finally, the culprit searched outside the mansion.
But I know unpopular opinion here, but I actually enjoyed more of the Clone Wars movies than the original trilogy. I know, I said it. Oh no. The flaming can begin. Why? Because they were more fun. I found the old ones kind of were a bit more draggy, and I guess they're more nuanced per se. But I enjoyed the first ones more. I mean, yes, there were some annoyances. I'll agree with that. Jar Jar Binks and so on. Okay, fine, whatever. But that one person or the one thing, it wasn't enough to ruin the entire movie for me. Why they did the thing in the movie? Yes, no, I appreciate the non-spoilers, Duke. But I think I know what you're talking about because it has been spoiled for me. I mean, I knew it would happen, but goldfish memory. I'm going to forget. Well, no, I'm probably not going to forget anytime soon, but I'm always curious when I hear spoilers like, well, that makes no sense. How did it happen? And then as it's happening, it's like, oh, okay.
Around that time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel.
I mean, Luke, if you don't know what to expect, I mean, it would be like, oh. So I don't know why they would do it the way they did. And that's the part I'm curious about.
And headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi.
I have a hard time wanting to pay theater prices for any movies. The Godzilla ones I did. Godzilla King of the Monsters. Because giant kaiju action, you have to see that in epic, like, IMAX screen to really appreciate it. Thundering, booming sound and all that. There are some movies, yes, I will agree, need to be seen in theaters. The ones like rom-coms and stuff, nah. You can watch that at home. You don't need to see that in a theater. Star Wars, I can see why you'd want to see it in a theater, but at the same time, home theater is fine for me as well, just because it doesn't have that big epic feel to it. Because the ones of late haven't had gigantic space battles, huge armies, and everything where you need that giant scale on the screen. Oh, dude, that does sound
nice. The wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself. This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through.
I finally saw that recently with the Disney Plus subscription. I went and got the free trial, so I finally got to watch it.
And Mew had changed her avatar settings from human to object.
After all this time.
That was the hidden route she prepared for herself. She set up a wall that only she could pass through.
It was pretty good, even though it spoiled so much for me, because it has been a long time. I knew everything about the movie, but
she was seen by Tsumugi on the way.
Being able to see it actually played out and everything done, oh, it was a beautiful movie. Even knowing the end, I was still touched by it.
When she entered the mansion, she pulled out her cell phone. She didn't tell us that there was another way to log out.
That and, you know, seeing the Spider-Man Far From Home
she spoke a
trailers.
Into the phone, which forced that person to log out.
Yeah, Meow Super Kick. Why, thank you very much for that follow. I hope you're having yourself a wonderful day so far. And I hope I said your name right.
Who was on the roof at the time. The same roof where Kokichi and Mew were going to meet. By having Kaito search the roof and then forcing him to log out, she was making him look the most suspicious.
Is that Kappa Mario?
Didn't go smoothly.
Oh, that's amazing. I must look at this. And it has Cheeky? Oh, goodness. I've been playing a lot of Tarkov lately, so seeing Cheeky that I'm like, Cheeky, breaky, squeaky. I'm sorry.
Kokichi was waiting on the roof with a culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Mew.
I guess there's the real question is, if Mew were to touch Kokichi, how long does he remain paralyzed? Like, could he wait for that to happen?
While Mew was distracted by Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind.
Is right. One of these days, I'd like to make a more higher quality version of that emote.
To strangle Mew. This was only possible because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable.
Because yeah, Mew's dead. Oof. And you're saying that I'm saying things too soon.
Mew's avatar was strangled to death, and the shock killed Mew in the real world. After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the roof. He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion. The culprit then took the lattice from the storage room and placed Mew's body on top along
That's a
with
lot of hair.
and the cell phone.
Looks like Cousin It.
The
Yep.
heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope.
I'm sorry, Vog Guitar,
With a
calling
body on
your
top of
waifu
the
cousin
lattice
it, but
became a makeshift sled and flew off the roof.
in those images.
It went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel. That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel and we heard in the mansion. Mew's wall hid the fact that the mansion and chapel were actually right next to each other. That's why Tsumugi and I were able to hear the crash from the mansion. As the final step, the culprit had to then get off the roof. Because we were at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs or they'd be seen. So they used the toilet paper again to escape from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof and used it like a rope to climb down. Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it. They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion. In a panic, the culprit tossed the toilet paper somewhere nearby.
Now here's the thing, if Gonta had kept the toilet paper with him, would it have made a difference?
Without that one little mistake, we might never have solved this case, because the culprit doesn't remember.
Like, I mean, he could have shoved it inside his jacket.
The truth you've forgotten, Gonta Gokuhara, the ultimate entomologist.
Good question. Gonta had toilet paper in his hands. Well, I mean, if he would have hidden it, like, on his person.
This is the truth we've reached.
Although, let's be honest, if we're looking at him, his jacket's pretty tight, right? Where would have he hidden it?
Gonta not really understand, cause Gonta not smart boy. But if everyone agree, then everyone probably right. Gonta, trust everyone.
Gonta.
But why? Gonta kill Mew, forget everything. Gonta even think he not do anything bad. And then Gonta tried to blame someone else and make everyone suffer.
Like, can I have gone to throw the toilet paper back on the roof? I mean, at that same point, though, you would have still had the toilet paper where they would have been able to piece things together. It still would have been between Gonta and Kokichi, because they were the only ones that could have been on the roof at the time.
Why? Why Gonta do such terrible thing?
Gonta, it's not your fault.
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Huh? I totally didn't trick him.
Alright, time for votes here. Which one of the Mono kids is going to die? Because there's been one every chapter. Now, Monotaro has been putting up all the death flags. But is that just to make you think it's going to be him? Or is it going to be Monophony? Monophony, yes. What was the toilet paper? Going to, yeah, exactly.
Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
But is this the right answer? We're not being fooled by Kokichi?
For once, I wish that we were.
Huh? Wrapping things up already? What a buzzkill of an ending! It lacks the rush of previous voting times. Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
I mean, that's what happens when your killer doesn't remember what they do.
It's just as well. This killing game is a bad influence on the baby.
Oh my, Monotaro. You're even starting to look like a father.
Yeah! I gotta get my act together for the baby.
Now then, pull your ourselves together and let's begin!
Oh, that could be really dark. Monotaro ends up pushing Monofane in because he doesn't want to be a father after all. Ooh.
The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
I could see them pulling that off. Gosh, look at all of these X's now. Oof. No bingo.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
Soon, I'm sure. Soon. We've got one more chapter, which has going to have at least 2 deaths, maybe more. We'll see. Someone voted for Kokichi. I should have voted wrong. I want to see what would happen one of these times.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
It's Kaido. Yeah, you're right. It'd probably be him saying, "No, I believe Gonta no matter what." It was Kokichi. Is he going to be killed by bugs? Oh, that poor guy. Computer goes, nothing. Okay, computer goes with the culprit, yeah. He spent the entire time doing it, right? Oof, look at all these A's, and then there's going to be like this F. There's going to be one F. Oh, it's a C. Oh, well then. Oh, another C. I'm sorry. That's not too bad. I was expecting a lot worse considering I had to do a retry that one time. Shame. Shame. Well, look at that. You guys voted correctly. Congratulations, you guys.
Let me hear your joyful voices. Let me hear your joyful voices.
Damn.
Why? Jeez, they're all just moping around. They should be happy for themselves. I know I'm super happy. Hey, what should we name the kid? Good question. We should prepare 6 names.
Yay!
What? We're having sextuplets? I'm so happy I might go crazy.
And another thing.
Hey, Kokichi, you said this would liven things up. What gives, huh?
Here.
You said you were going to liven up the killing game in the class trial. And I said I'd put the motive, the secret of the outside world, into the killing game simulator. That was just a lie. Oh, so it was just a lie.
What was that?
Just laughed it off.
Hey,
You satisfied, Kokichi? I want you to tell us. What is the outside world? Is that the motive you gave Gonta? I had to explain all of that. But it's more like, how do you say it? You guys are just going to assume it's a lie if you hear from my cute lips. Ooh, look at them go.
See?
Oh yeah, let's have Gonta explain. Huh? Gonta?
Please stop.
Gonta doesn't remember anything. How can you expect him to?
Right.
Then we should all go back into the killing game simulator. What?
Because
Why don't we ask the Gonta in the virtual world? But going back to the virtual world is... Ooh, there's a much easier way than that pain in the ass method. What's he doing?
Gonta's memories didn't transfer over, so they're still in the virtual world as data. I can combine Gonta's consciousness from his last login with that leftover memory data. Alter Ego Gonta is now complete.
More alter egos.
Alter ego?
Basically, it's a separate Gonta that only exists in virtual space. If we listen to what he says, we should be able to find out what happened in that world.
What this? What happening? Huh?
Is this Gonta? Is that Gonta?
What's that mean?
What sort of phenomenon is this? What did you do?
Hey,
Relax, Himiko. It's not magic, and it's not a trick. Alter Ego Gonta is just a computer simulation. It's just imitating Gonta's thought patterns. It's actually different from the real Gonta. Gonta not understand. Ooh, actually. This alter ego person.
now then.
See? It's even stupid like the real Gonta. You can hardly tell the difference. Plus, he's got Gonta's memories of the virtual world, so you should remember what happened.
Please.
Then, other Gonta. Tell Gonta.
Why?
Why? Why did Gonta kill Mew?
Huh? Kill Mew? Why does other Gonta know about?
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, our plan failed. You can tell them the truth now.
Oh. Gonta.
Then, Gonta no could save everyone?
Huh?
Save everyone?
Gonta don't know.
Hey! Answer Gonta! Why did Gonta kill Mew?
Wrong.
Gonta just want to save everyone.
He wanted to save everyone?
That's...
Gonta, what do you mean?
Gonta.
Gonta think for a long time. How can Gonta be useful for everyone? Gonta not smart enough to help with trials. Gonta strong, but no can fight exocells. Gonta feel frustrated, cause Gonta no could do anything.
Gonta understand how this Gonta feels.
Yeah.
Technically, they are the same person.
But...
So that's why Gonta think he have to do it for everyone's sake. Gonta think he gotta do it, cause everyone else not want to.
Gonta.
So Gonta kill Mew.
What?
What do you mean by that? I don't get it at all. Jeez, Gonta's bad at explaining as always. I guess I'll have to help. So, if you remember what happened at that time. No, we shouldn't. We want to prevent another murder from happening. Yoink! I'll take that keycard then. Kokichi used his lithe body to his advantage and took the the card key from Monokuma.
Huh?
A card key. So you used it?
Yeah.
After working tirelessly, I finally found the door for the card key. After opening it, I saw the outside world.
What?
The outside world?
What?
Oh, that was Monokuma's motive? But why would seeing the outside world be a motive? I'll tell you guys in a second, but that was when I found out about Mew's plan. And it hit me. If I combine the two, then I'd be able to save everyone.
Please wait.
Save everyone? What do you mean?
Hey.
Hey now, you gotta listen to everything I say first. Anyway, that's when I made the deal with Monokuma. If I liven up the killing game, then he would let me use the outside world as a motive again.
Huh?
Again?
In other words...
Let me chime in! The motive keycard that Kokichi nabbed was the right to view the outside world. But even though he saw the outside world, he didn't try to use it for the killing game. That disappointed me. But then Kokichi suggested that we reuse the motive. He said we should bring the right to view the outside world one more time. And I decided to run with that idea, so I loaded a flashback light with memories of the outside world and put it in the simulation.
Huh?
Memories of the outside world and the flashback light?
What?
The secret of the outside world in the virtual world was about the flashback light?
You know?
And if it wasn't the flashback light, it would mean the secret of the outside world is part of our forgotten memories.
Huh?
What are you saying?
Wait,
Why would anything about the outside world be a motive in the first place?
Incomprehensible.
What's going on here?
Oh?
You can't remember? Okay, fine.
You get it?
Let's talk about the motive later. We have to finish up this case first. Monokuma hid the flashback light in the simulator, but I knew where it was hidden. And I showed it to Gonta in the virtual world.
Hey!
Hey, you even know where it was hidden? That's not fair.
To tell you the truth,
Whoa, I just placed it. I never actually said I hid it.
too bad.
If anyone had asked, I would have gladly told you where it was. It's a little late for that.
Always messing around.
So Gonta was exposed to the flashback light.
Yeah, when Kokichi and Gonta leave together.
But Gonta can watch Kokichi, so he not do anything weird. Gonta, you're so sweet, but I knew you'd say that. Even without your ridiculous physical strength, as long as you're selfless and courageous, you'd make a terrific bodyguard. Bodyguard? With you by my side, I know I'll be safe from any trap. Okay then, let's go. Wait, Kokichi! It's okay. Leave it to Gonta. Gonta keep eye on Kokichi.
Could it be?
What was Kokichi trying to lure Gonta off by himself?
Maybe.
The only person I entrusted with the secret of the outside world was Gonta.
Gonta.
After that, Gonta got taken to forest near mansion.
Is this flashback light? It looks like it. Maybe the secret of the outside world is hidden in it. We gotta tell everyone. Wait! Are you sure you want to believe a liar like me so easily? Huh? This might be a trap, you know. Shouldn't you check if I'm lying first? I mean, you want to protect everyone, right? This is the perfect time to do it. Protect everyone. Flash.
How'd this happen?
And there, Gonta remembers secret of outside world. But that just confused Gonta more about what to do. What can Gonta do to save everyone? Gonta no could think of anything.
So I told him. If he wants to save everyone, he should put everyone out of their misery. In other words, a mercy kill.
What did you say?
What?
No way.
Was Gonta tricked?
Wrong.
No, you not tricked. Because when Gonta remembers secret of outside world, Gonta think it would be easier to die.
What?
Remember what everyone said at the beginning? That this academy is hell. Gonta agree. Academy that force students to be part of killing game is hell. So everyone think they want to escape this place, right? But if it's still hell outside, what do we do?
Huh?
What do you mean, Gonta?
Outside is hell. Outside is oh, inside is hell. Outside is hell. What should Gonta and friends live for?
How'd this happen?
And everyone who died, what did they live for?
It's hell outside and hell inside?
But...
And then Kokichi tell me, best way to save everyone from hell is to put them out of misery while they still not know. And only one who could do such dirty work is Gonta.
Yeah.
That's right. The only way to save everyone is to free them from this hell. Gonta took on the dirty work for us. If he had survived this class trial, he would have lived in this hell alone.
Get it?
Gonta took on that role for us. Shouldn't we appreciate him more?
Hold on.
Wait a minute. I still don't get what happened.
Um,
What outside world are you talking about? Is hell out there? What do you mean? What did Kokichi and Gonta see? What did we forget?
Hey,
Hurry up and tell us, or else we won't be able to understand it.
Right?
Gonta, what pushed you to do such a thing?
please.
Answer, Gonta.
Sorry.
Sorry, Gonta no can tell you.
Why?
Can't tell us why.
Because if Gonta tell you, then everyone will end up like Gonta. everyone, despair.
Huh?
Despair? I know it. A despair that makes you want to die. Despair that makes you want to put everyone out of their misery. Did somebody say despair? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Did you think the kind Gonta would tell you about such despair from his own mouth?
But
now we don't know any more than when we started. Now you know how Gonta and I formed the Killing Game Busters, right? Can't you accept everything about this case? Can imagine the rest, right? I used Mew's plan and turned it against her. I hid Gonta away from sight where Mew and I were supposed to meet. Huh? Kaido's not here? Yeah, you're right. Oh man, I'm honored you asked me to meet up with you, Mew. Is this a booty call? Zubo. Over my head. Or are you here to kill me? So you figured it out, but there's nothing you can do. You can't resist me. I made sure of it when I programmed your settings. Uh-oh, guess I'm in trouble now. I'm sorry, but you should just give up. This is my only chance. I have no choice but to do this. My inventions will change the world. They'll make the world a better place. It's my duty as a genius inventor, so I can't afford to die here. Sorry, Gonta's so sorry. Oh, despair in Japanese, okay. Don't be sorry, Gonta. She was trying to kill me too. She said it was for the world or whatever, but that was just a poor excuse. We're doing this to stop the vicious cycle of misery, so you don't need to apologize. But, Gonta's sorry. Gonta's so sorry, Mew. I already said you don't need to apologize. We had to do this for everyone's sake. How do I feel about this trial? It's interesting, the whole fact that Gonta could not remember for the trial really put a spin on things. Because Kokichi had to be the one to ultimately fess up. But I'm glad that they're explaining why Gonta did it. Gonta would never. Can you imagine if they didn't explain it? Just like, oh yeah, this happened. Kokichi's just like, the rest of the way, and we never get to find out.
By the way,
You should know that it was Gonta's idea to slide the body to the chapel wall.
Huh?
What? Gonta's idea?
Gonta.
Before Gonta went to the roof, he happened to see you walk through the wall. Gonta tell Kokichi, and he think of everything else.
but
Gonta gave me that chance. I like to think we make a pretty good team.
Stop it!
The resolution's fine, but the actual trial is one of your least favorites. Ooh. And what made it your least favorite? The fact that there was literally no way you could really find anything out besides Kokichi dropping hints? God, what's good about that? You're the worst!
That's the whole story. That's everything that happened.
Well,
So in the end, you don't plan to tell us the secret of the outside world.
Sorry.
Gonta no can tell you that.
Always messing
Hints.
around.
Yeah, I know. It was like... he was hinting throughout the trial, kind of. Before he downright just... It's true. Verbal diarrhea. I mean, yeah... There is the seesaw. But the seesaw took a bit more thinking and planning for, at least. Well, I mean, hearing that story, it sounds like you were tricked by Kokichi.
How can this be?
But Gonta did kill Mew. Gonta really did it.
Sorry.
Sorry, everyone. Gonta is so sorry. Gonta.
But Gonta's plan to save everyone fail. Gonta not save anyone. Gonta just make everyone suffer more.
Gonta, idiot.
Gonta is stupid. So stupid. How can Gonta call himself gentleman?
Probably spent a long time trying to prove some stuff that was a little obvious. Yeah, DJ. The entire first part, I was explaining on stream. Yeah, RPG world. You got the wraparound. You got like a cylinder, blah blah blah. And it took forever for everybody to wrap their heads around that. Everyone, please forgive him. Gonta tried to save us all from despair by taking on the sin of killing us. But you reached for the truth and Gonta's plan failed. All of you could have been saved if you died without knowing anything.
Huh?
So you're saying it was wrong to fight for the truth?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. At least Gonta and I think so. You should have all died ignorant. Gonta even killed Mew for that sake, you know?
Don't screw around.
No, you're shit. You made him kill her.
Please stop.
No, Gonta is bad. Does Gonta kill someone? Gonta is murderer. It's true. Yes, Gonta make everyone suffer. That is true.
Sorry. Gonta is sorry he failed everyone. Gonta is sorry for being stupid. Gonta is sorry he make everyone suffer. Gonta is so sorry. You and Charles don't give you enough information till the very end. I know, and that's one of the things. I know Duke and Cheese, they already know everything, but they're like, who killed him? Who killed him? And I'm sitting here going like, well, and that's one of the things that irritates me. It's like, well, you can't know yet. There's no information yet. It's until like you go through the investigation. Oh, I found all these clues, but it means nothing until the trial when you're like, oh, well, blah, 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 blah. Oh, well, blah, blah, blah. And then, oh, through the contradictions and stuff going on, then more information becomes apparent. You think that that would be, you can't really do a trial without knowing that ahead of time. But that's thinking about real life trials where you've got the prosecutor and defense. You've got all the facts laid out and the defense is trying to be like, well, no, that's not how it happened. There's this other stuff, but yeah. Also had the killers and their predictions before each trial so far. Yeah, I'm sorry, Cheese. That might have been because, you know, there's a little bit of a mention about if chapters are focusing on a specific someone. I mean, Kyu, that one was, there was no one else. That one was a little bit obvious to me. But the ones previous and stuff, there was still some reasonable doubt. But this one, right at the very beginning, it was between Kokichi and, yeah. I kind of was thinking more Kokichi because of how he is, but yeah. I tried to top the Funhouse murder. You know, the Funhouse murder is more complex on why Nekomaru died. Yes, that one was a lot more. And the reasoning there was interesting. We get it. You don't need to apologize anymore. You're probably all thinking that I should have taken on the dirty work and not Gonta, right? Everybody hates me, so the role of villain is perfect for me. I know already. It should have been my responsibility. But when I realized Mew was targeting me, I thought to myself, she must already have a way to prevent me from fighting back in the virtual world.
I suppose.
Did you notice all the big strong people died in chapter 4? Huh. I know there was some parallels between the games. What? Yeah, it's interesting that way, huh? Mondo immediately threw process of elimination after he went through the girls' lockers rooms and saw items switched out. Excuse me. In fact, you were right. She set it up so she could paralyze you with just a touch.
So am I.
That's why I had to ask Gonta. I would have done it myself if I could.
That's enough.
Okay, but you didn't need to push everything onto Gonta too.
Please stop.
Stop. It's okay. Everyone, please don't blame Kokichi anymore. Please. Gonta, you. How nice can you be, Gonta? You really are stupid sometimes. You're right. Someone as stupid as Gonta could never be a gentleman.
Hey!
Hey, so are we done yet?
Huh?
What?
And another thing.
You guys are starting to talk in circles, so let's just move on to the exciting stuff. Yes! The eagerly anticipated punishment time!
So am I!
Wait, if you're going to punish him, then please punish me too.
Huh?
Kokichi?
I know that!
I'm prepared for it. If you're going to execute Gonta, then I...
It's okay, Kokichi. Please let Gonta sacrifice himself for everyone's sake. That's all Gonta can do anymore.
But
Just promise, Gonta, that everyone forgive each other and be friends, okay? Alright, I promise.
Okay.
Alright, it's time to punish the ultimate entomologist, Gonta Gokuhara. Oh man, I bet his punishment's going to have a lot of gross, nasty bugs.
Ah.
That's right, you don't like nasty stuff. No, it's not that. It's Kai.
Yeah.
What? Already? The contractions are speeding up any minute now.
Honey.
Quick, hold my hand.
Now then.
I prepared a special punishment for him. Oh god. Wait, please, I don't want to do this. Don't go, Gonta.
Don't cry, Kokichi. Gonta is okay.
Yes, Gonta, not cry. Gonta's really not scared. But
how can this be?
Gonta upset. Gonta upset. Ino could protect everyone. Gonta, you can't cry either.
It's punishment time.
Punishment time.
Sorry.
Gonta, love you all.
Gonta, idiot.
Gonta is so sorry for being stupid.
Let's get everything we've got. It's punishment time. All right, so what's going to be happening here? Oof. He's chained up with the laptop. Wait. She is going to be the one that dies. Oh dear. He's shooting wasps? Damn wasps. Wild West insecticide. Oh, look at all those stings. Oh dang, more often. Are you going to explode? Oh god. Oh god. What the? Scyther! Well then. How did she have that as a child? Surprise! What a twist, huh? Even I didn't see that coming. All my little cubs have been destroyed.
Dang it.
So sad. All that cuteness gone to waste.
Why?
What are you talking about? You're the one responsible for this. Why would you do such a thing to your own children? Because lately they've been acting all buddy-buddy and neglecting me. Yeah, I'm never gonna get the hang of this whole parenting thing.
Oh.
That's why. Doesn't matter now. We don't have the time to give him attention.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna walk away quietly and go mourn my dead kids. Later. Fried wasp for dinner, boys. Tasty. Gonta.
Damn it.
Why did it turn out like this?
Got a minute?
Hey, Kokichi, why don't you tell us now? What is the secret of the outside world? If we don't know it, then we won't be able to understand or accept it. I can't accept it either, Kokichi. What is the secret of the outside world? Our secret world would push Gonta that far. Kokichi, if you really care for Gonta, explain yourself to everyone then. I don't want to.
Huh?
You what?
I don't want to, stupid head.
Kokichi.
Oh man.
Oh man, did you fall for all that fake crying? You're so dumb! I would never cry for Gonta!
What?
Fake crying?
Because...
If I said the actual truth back there, Gonta would have been real mad. I would have interfered with the game, so I simply lied to calm him down. See? As long as you lie for a good purpose, right?
What? Hey!
What do you mean, what really happened? Why did you make him do that? Obviously, so it wouldn't be boring.
Huh?
What are you...
Which means...
I gave Gonta an incentive, because I thought it'd liven up the game. Come on, think about it. If I actually wanted to save everyone like what Gonta did, I wouldn't have betrayed Gonta. You should have realized that.
Hey!
Then, why did Gonta...
Who cares about that idiot? I want to enjoy this game filled with suspicion and betrayal from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, he's dying next chapter. Kokichi gave us one of his creepy smiles. And I saw it. I finally saw Kokichi for what he really is. Malice. His entire body, nothing but raw and unfettered malice.
I am the supreme leader of evil, so it's obvious my personality would be twisted.
Now the real question is who's going to be doing the killing,
The
though?
more you suffer, the more I enjoy it. There are people in this world who spread grief and misery for no reason than the thrill of it. And I'm one of those people. Nothing pleases me more than inflicting pain on others!
You?
Seriously? Who the hell do you think you are?
Ben?
So, for your own entertainment, you sacrificed Mew and Gonta?
You're so dumb.
What's so bad about that? You kill people for money, right, Maki Roll?
You bastard.
Someone like you has no right to call me Maki Roll.
Do you wanna die?
You look so much better with a scowl on your face, Maki Roll. Hey, you guys are just way too trusting. Well, you had suspected me more than... You and Gonta wouldn't have died such meaningless deaths.
Don't screw around.
Meaningless deaths? I screamed and sprinted up to Kokichi like a bullet. A dull thud resonated through our skulls. Skulls?
Oops, sorry. I tried to dodge you, but I punched you instead.
Kaito!
You?
By the way, Kaito, is it just me? Or are you way slower?
Uh-oh. Slower?
Just maybe, Kaito is hiding something from us too.
Okay. Okay, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. My prediction for next chapter is Kaido killing Kokichi. Buttons. Did the alert not go off? Stream Elements! Thank you very much for that 11-month sub. I really appreciate this. You know, been a pleasure lurking in your streams. So, you know, definitely go off into the land of slumber. We'll catch you later. I'll probably talk to you tomorrow during your stream. Sleep well, sweet prince. And just remember, I have that mass debate saved up. It could happen at any time. And unlike the one today, I will make you debate. Just you wait. I've got a spreadsheet of all these different ideas of what I can make you talk about. We'll have to clear something up with you beforehand as to, do I get to choose what side you have to argue, or do you pick a side and I pick the other?
Kaito!
Are you okay? Kaido kept coming at him, and Maki glared at Kokichi with piercing eyes.
Got a minute?
For someone who claims to be bad at fighting, you were pretty agile just now. Face when you do it, you choose side? Excellent. Good. 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 Haha, and you believe in a lie like that?
You bastard.
You really want to die, don't you? Oh, Maki rolls go into crazy mode. This is what the people see. This is the last thing they see when Maki comes at them from the front in her assassination targets.
Let's have more fun.
Oh, did I finally provoke you enough? Is it because of Kaido? No, Maki! What am I thinking? Maki wouldn't lose her cool for a guy like Kaido. He's way too pathetic. He's all bark and no bite. Let's face it, the ultimate astronaut is just a trainee anyway. Kokichi never got to finish his provocation. No one cared what he had to say anymore. They all rushed to Kaido's side. Right? Kaido, are you hurt?
Are you alright?
Can you stand? Do you need to lean on my shoulder? Sorry, my MP is at 0, so I can't use any recovery magic.
Oh?
Hey, why are you all so worried about this pathetic...
That's wrong.
Pathetic? Look at yourself, Kokichi. What?
No.
Kaido always has us by his side, see? But no one wants to be around you. Are you sure it's not Maki? She's getting antsy to kill someone? Yes, she is. But with Kaido's sickness, and right now they're putting a really big light on it, I'm feeling like it has to be him. His whole thing has been about believing in everyone. So if he can go down with that blaze of glory, saving everybody from Kokichi, I think that's what's going to be. Now the real question is, Kaido isn't the kind of guy who would hide that he's the murderer. So I'm thinking within this, because it's going to be the last chapter, crap's got to hit the fan, right? So I'm thinking he finds things out and he devises some way to do this murder, but yet finish the killing game somehow, while letting everybody realize it's him. Like maybe he finds the way out. And it would seem really dumb having a really easy last trial. So I don't know how they would spice it up. Did you notice in chapter 2, both Oma and Kaido had a similar idea about the motive videos? I mean, we'll see what this happens. You're alone, Kokichi. You always will be. You're talking about friends? Friends don't make this game more entertaining.
Oh, man.
Jeez, boring. I'm no longer interested. Don't care anymore. I'll tell you this. Well, who will win this game is me. Why do you assume this last chapter? Because in every single Danganronpa game to date, Chapter 5 is the last chapter, with Chapter 6 being the epilogue. So unless they break from form from Danganronpa 1, Danganronpa 2, Ultra Despair Girls, for this Chapter Danganronpa V3, having more chapters than that, I mean, I could be wrong. It could be, but every single game has been that thus far. And that's what I'm basing my premise on. The Mastermind trial? Exactly, it's the end. That's it. Kokichi spat out those words, then left the room.
Kaito!
Are you okay? Well, I consider it the epilogue because it's like the end. Technically, yes, you're right. There's an epilogue afterwards, but whatever. Kaido?
Hey!
You don't look well. It didn't seem like he punched you that hard, but...
What?
Did you hit your head or something? I'm okay, it's fine. Don't push yourself. You should lie down and... I said I'm fine. Kaido tried to get up, but... Kaido doubled over. His knees gave out and he collapsed hard. Cough. Oh, pinkness all over the ground.
What?
Yeah, he's not hiding this anymore.
Kaito?
Blood? Why? What's the matter, Kaito?
Come on. Don't freak out over this. It's nothing. My cold just got worse is all.
I didn't know that coughing up blood was a cold symptom.
You're a robot and you don't know that? I'm saying it's fine. Just chill.
That's a lot of blood.
I just coughed too much and cut my throat or something. I don't
See?
know.
It's fine, perfectly fine. As he spoke, he somehow got to his feet. Yeah, That's it. I just need a drink of water. Sorry, but I'm gonna head back to my room.
Kaito!
Okay, I'll go with... Don't follow me.
Huh?
What? Walk on my own. I don't need your help, Shuichi. Kaito staggered off. Oh dang, Maki's not happy.
Well,
I'll go with him. Be bad if he collapses on the way. Alright, well, leave it to you then. Don't worry about it, Shuichi. Kaito was just stressed out is all. Why? Why did it end up like this? I thought I could help. I wanted us all to survive. And I wanted it so damn bad. I kept fighting for it. Fighting for the truth. This is what I get? By trying to survive, we're just playing this stupid game. Just like Kokichi.
Damn it!
Damn it! Ooh, he looks like the cat who got the milk.
It's almost time. Yeah, it's almost time. This should be enough. I'll end it. Now.
I can't smile like that.
I'll end this killing game.
Nope, that hurts my lips. Not doing it. Yeah, this world is mine. Kokichi. Oh, okay. So it was a declaration. Not somebody saying it to him. But I was right. Yes. I thought it was the mastermind saying, this world is mine, Kokichi. Not Kokichi saying, this world is mine, and signing his name. So he's been playing the long game then. An empty insect cage. Ooh. Ooh. That's rough. Too soon. Back on Kokichi's the mastermind train. I mean, it would make sense if the whole world is ended.
My adorable mono cubs.
If the world is fully ended from those meteors and we're in the last bunker and this is all that's left, it'd have to be right damn insane if he wanted to kill everyone for one, which Kokichi seems he is. That's why I'd never reveal themselves until the end. I mean, oh, there is that as well. It's true. But as you could probably tell, this is where we are going to be ending it off for the night. So I hope you have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful evening. We will be... true. We'll be picking back up on this upcoming Wednesday. Oh my goodness. They're rolling in now. At 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. By all means, No, you're all prolonging the stream. This is terrible. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming out tonight. It's been a lovely, lovely evening. We've got DJ Bronze League for that amazing host. Meow Meow. Is it Meow Meow? I think it's Meow Meow. Super Kick for the follow. Death by Button Mash for that subscription. Several Nihihis. You know what? Oh my goodness. Just let me leave. I want to go. I want to go to bed. Why? You won't make me stay here. But yes. Have yourselves a great night. So on Twitter, I will be providing updates. Once again, saying random nonsense. Discord, by all means, let's chat on there. Let's find if we can find a lovely another community night where we perhaps all get together for a game of League of Legends, something else. I also have Human Fall Flat, which is up to 8 players, I think, of all kinds of nonsense in that game. Random things. We'll figure something out. So you all have yourself a great night. We'll chat to you later. See you on Wednesday.